the fake station. Yeah, now it should. Now
Well,
it should be. What is it?
sorry, I'm just saying hello because I got the live stream up. So I'm just letting them know quickly that we're live streaming from Vince's live stream here from Sweden. And this is Ashman here from Tunisia. So yeah, take it away,
What's up,
Vince.
people?
Yeah, and also your if you have chats and if I have chats, I mean we see the chats. I think you see the chats on both ends, maybe.
Yeah.
Nico.
Right.
Yeah. So if they got some input, let's address that if we can. So, but we have Ashman as the moderator here. What?
Hello, people. I will try to be as neutral as possible. Not
Yeah.
Switzerland level of neutral, maybe Sweden level of neutral, something like that. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a very fun one.
Yeah. What is it, Nico?
So, yeah.
You say anything, Nico?
No, sorry, the moderator.
Ah.
Maybe that's how you want to sound. Because remember, we were testing the mics and I was too close, but that one was a bit muffled, just to let you know. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Is it good
Yeah,
now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moderator, do you want to
take
start
this.
this off?
Yeah, I'll
Start
start
this
us
off.
off. So, the people that are here or not here, the topic of today is going to be Trump. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he savable? Is it doomed for us? We'll see about that. And
Yes.
so, Vince, we'll start with
Yeah.
you. Vince is
You're gonna
taking the
start with me.
part of. Excuse
Yeah.
me, Vince.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the part
Vince?
of yes.
Yeah, I'm the fucking moderator, man.
All right, go.
Vince is taking the side of Trump is a good guy. Trump is playing an act inside of an act, and he's trying to come off as being the good guy at the end. And Nico here is he believes that Trump is an actor. Trump is with the elites. Trump is with a certain country that's in the Middle East, and all that stuff. And yeah, let's start with Vince. So Vince,
Okay.
why do you think Trump is a overall
Okay.
good human
Yeah.
being and a politician?
My biggest argument for why I think Trump might be good is first off, let me tell you this. I was on your Nico side, and I'm not dismissing what Nico is saying that he is with them. I'm not doing that. But I'm giving this a possibility that he is on the good side because my main thing is this. If he is with them, I've said this before to you, Ashman, but if he is with them, he's probably the best actor that has ever lived. Like, forget about Al Pacino, forget about Robert De Niro. None of them come close in this case because this is some kind of actor. We're talking, what is it? For 40 years, we've been able to watch him on footage, pretty much being the same type of a person. So I know that being authentic, or like, what is being authentic? I would say authentic is when you're kind of like spontaneous, or like you never know how Trump will behave or act. And to me, it's very hard to act spontaneous because what is the word spontaneous? It's in the moment, right? Like, so if somebody's acting spontaneous, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but to me, he feels authentic. And one way to judge if somebody is authentic is time, years, like I said, if you watch him from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s to now, he's pretty much the same guy in the way he behaves. I'll let it stop there, and I want to hear what Nico said. Yeah, I'll let it over to you.
Okay, so that's Vince's thought on the matter, and now it's you, Nico. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with just Trump's a puppet. an actor, it's not hard to see that this person's acting, and it's if you really gather all the footage, you could possibly see that there's multiple versions of this Trump character playing this role, right? Yeah, he's been in lots of movies, had his own TV show. So yeah, I'm definitely leaning more towards that this person's a puppet, a character playing a role.
Can
Okay,
I
I
throw
have a
in
question
something
for
there?
Nico.
Okay. Yes.
Hold on, Vince. Just I have a question for Nico for him to. I want to understand his point more, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go.
When was the point, or when was the when you saw Trump? What was the like thing that just made you think, oh yeah, he's for sure with them? Or was the occasion or the?
Take it easy with the words.
It wasn't up until around 2018. So I was for Trump always. I was definitely for him and loved watching his rallies and speeches and the debates that he pretty much destroyed all the other candidates, including Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz. It was amazing, right? So for me, it felt like this is a great time to be alive. I was on the Trump train, right? So he won the presidency, and honestly, we look back, the world was better than it was now, whether it was because he was president or not. But during that same time, as we know, 2016, 15, 16, right? I was waking up to like flat earth and all this other truth, right? So it wasn't up until 2018 I realized the whole Baphomet agenda and that he was 100% a part of it. And I was like, oh, wow, he's not for us. The Christians need to know he's not our savior. He's not the chosen one, you know. So I'm happy to try and expose and share information on how Trump is definitely part of the satanic elite.
Okay, Vince.
My thing with him being the actor, Nico, you mentioned he was in movies, and I think he was in like Home Alone and some other movies. But when he was in those movies, though, was he a good actor? You know what I mean? Like when he tries to act, is he good? Or does he become worse when he's trying to act?
No, he plays himself, playing himself in these movies always, Rick. You know what I mean? So it's always Trump, the character, playing Trump, the character in the film. So it's just, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, I know. But you know, there are moments where he's trying to act and it's not coming across pretty good. And but are you saying it doesn't matter because he's still
irrelevant.
Yeah,
all acting gigs are relevant. That's just like, you know, a layer on the top of the cake. But once you get more in depth, right, then you start to find new layers and stuff. And then it's
okay, but then would you then agree that he must be the best actor in the world? Then he should get all the Grammys from Al Pacino and De Niro and Brad Pitt.
No, because there's many of these actors. There's all of them. Like it's all politicians, right? Like I've completely, have no faith in politics or rulers or presidents, right? So,
what the hell was that bling? Yeah, it was a ringing thing. But okay, yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know, like. What is ringing? Where is ringing? Is it?
Sorry, my computer's connected to the phone, so.
Okay.
I gotta quickly try and disconnect the sound or something.
Okay. Yeah, but this guy, I mean, would be way better actor than anybody. Like, for example, comparing to George Bush, I actually believe it or not, George Bush, the son, George Bush, I believe he was acting stupid. You know what I mean? I don't think George, is his name W? George W. Bush. Yeah. I don't think he was that dumb. Come on, man. There's an image of him holding the phone upside down. Come on, man. There is no way he is that dumb. I believe that was acting to pretend as if he was that dumb so that he could get away with a bunch of shit. That I believe was acting. Now with Trump, again, if we go back to what is authentic to you, Nico, what do you think?
Oh, well,
Like,
don't get me wrong. Like, his acting's great. He had me fooled before I knew what I know now. Like I said, after like 2018, yeah, I was convinced he was a man's man, a real leader, a real conservative. You know what I mean? A real far right type leader, right? And I was like, yeah, he's the one. He's the guy to turn this world around and get rid of these liberals and Democrats, right? So, but it wasn't the case.
so what was it? So you said after 2018, was it anything specific that made you?
Oh yeah, just Trump in general, his former wives, who I realized were gender bending. So, yeah, he's definitely a part of the same people. Like, the devil plays both sides, the left and the right. So we can't be in the devil's playground and have any far right anything that has no influence from the devil.
So
Okay.
Nico, okay. So do you think that his kids are, who are they? Adopted, or where did he get them from?
Well, they have the technology. We know they can make babies in test tubes, right? Since the 90s or even before. That's only when they told us they could do it. Or whether or not they have breeders or surrogates that carry the babies for them, right? And once, yeah. So there's many ways for them to have genetically tied children without actually giving birth to them.
Okay. So you believe they are his kids?
Genetically connected, yes.
So he's biologically their dad.
Yeah, the bloodline. This part of the ritual. They have to. The ruling elite are the bloodlines that have been ruling for thousands of years. So the kids aren't random kids. They're all genetically connected to the 13 bloodlines, right?
And you believe Melania is a transformer?
Transformer Melania, yes, correct.
Melania.
Okay.
That's a
Interesting. That's an
good-looking
interesting
man. Listen,
That was another reason. Sorry,
Yeah.
Vince. That was another reason why I was pro-Trump, because I was like, wow, the first guy who's a billionaire that's running for presidency and taking on these politicians. He's not a politician. Look at his wife. He's got this supermodel European wife, right? You know, so it was like picture perfect for far right conspiracy theorists like myself, right? So he was definitely the better choice, right? Especially going up against someone like Hillary Clinton, right? You're like, come on, like anyone in the right mind would see this is the better choice. Like, this is amazing. So,
but I have seen her naked, kind of, you know what I mean?
Why are you saying it like that, Vince? When and when? Yeah, you're like,
I mean,
oh, there's something I can't tell you guys. Yeah.
No, but I've seen some, pretty naked pictures of Melania.
Public naked pictures, right?
Yeah. Then
Okay,
you
good.
can say,
Yeah, you should explain more.
yeah.
This is on the internet, man.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
endangering
I
your
mean-
life, man.
oh yeah. I mean, public on Twitter.
yeah,
Shit like
billionaires don't get their stuff leaked through the media unless they want it to.
No, this was
True.
photo shoots when she was modeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I saw, it looked.
She is Russian, right? Where is she from?
Slovenia or something, right?
Or Albania. It's
Yeah.
Balkan nations in the Eastern Europe.
Interesting.
Hey, by the way, moderator, read some comments. You too, Nico, in between. So if you have
I'm
some.
sharing some comments here. I have a lot of not so pro-Trump supporters here. So
Beautiful.
That's nice. That's
like
nice.
myself, but people have the blinders removed. Like, again, I can admit that I was pro-Trump, just for a couple of years. So, but once you find out and step through new doors of truth, there's no going back, right? Like, why would
Well,
you
I
go
agree.
10?
I
So,
agree with that. I
yeah.
absolutely agree with that. But to me, it's not. Uh, it hasn't been definite yet. I haven't seen definite evidence that is
Okay, Vince,
showing. Huh?
I have a question for you. So
Yes.
I've heard your argument on why he was on board with the jab and the whole Sniffles 19 stuff. I get that. I get that point of yours.
Well, we have
But
to repack that. You know what I mean? Because
beautiful.
yeah,
Go ahead and repack that for the viewers.
yeah. But the
And I'll
comments
ask you the
first.
second question.
Yes.
Before all of that, the comments. Yeah, sure. You
Uh,
want me to read our comments?
yes. I mean, you can't read Nico's comments, can you?
Well, I want to quickly read a couple quickly.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
Jennifer Connell says that I think Manlani is from Yugoslavia before it split.
Oh no.
And yeah, just a quick reminder that Trump is close friends with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, I wanna comment on that when you guys are done.
Yeah, we
On
tread
that.
carefully with those names too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Trump is,
Ghislaine. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jizz.
Yeah.
Island Boy. We call him Island Boy.
Island boy and Jizz lady. Yeah.
Island boy. That's funny. He's an island boy.
Yeah. Jizz lady and an island boy. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Donald Trump,
Damn, even his dogs don't like Trump, man.
yeah, especially after finding out that all Victoria's Secret models are gender bending. Trump was a big part of that. I think he owned the Miss World.
No, don't break my heart, man.
I have to. Please stop looking and lusting after these demons.
Hold on. Are you saying even recent Victoria models are Transformers?
All of them.
Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
Oh,
Give me
The
no.
dogs are
Let me
going
mute my
crazy.
mic.
Yeah. Do
The
it
dogs
until it's
are
cool. Okay,
transphobic, man.
moderator. I'm gonna call you moderator. Read the comments, moderator.
Okay, Vince. I feel like I'm an AI bot, man. He's like, moderator, read the fucking comments. I feel like I'm in that movie, I, Robot, man. Okay. So Renee is here. Hi, Renee. All the
What's up,
world is
Renee?
a stage. He's fake playing the role of a good guy or savior. Remember, he took... Those dogs are going nuts.
Nico, you're not muted, by the way.
I'm not muted.
You was
Yeah.
never muted. It's just-
Sorry, only on my channel I'm muted. Give me a second.
I guess you have to do it here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Don John
What?
says he's fake playing the role of a good guy or savior. Remember, he took away half our tax returns as his first move. He sucks.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Vince? That comment.
He took away half our tax. Yeah, I have no idea about that.
So that's
stuff.
for the benefit of the country, I'd say. But hey, to each his own. Bree is here. Hey, Bree.
What's up, Bree?
Hello, Bree.
What's up, Renee?
Hot topics today. Yeah.
Yeah. With Jizz
Very
Lane.
hot.
Jizz
Yeah.
Lane. Okay. I wanted to point out something. Yes, with the Jizz Lane and the Island Boy. Okay. He was around those two people around like up until 2001 or 2 or 3 or something like that. And apparently when he learned that Island Boy was into small people, he banned him. You probably know about this, but he banned him from his whatever golf place.
Mar-a-Lago.
Whatever it was, I don't know. And then in 2008 or something like that, when Island Boy was in court for the thing he's guilty of or something like that, Trump was actually trying to help the lawyer of one of the victims to nail Island Boy. But the biggest point for me is this: why did the Island Boy get arrested only under Trump's or Mr. T's because of YouTube?
Administration.
Mr. T's. Why did Island Boy and Ghislaine get arrested under his administration and not under Obama and Bush and the rest of the gang.
Maybe Nico has an answer for that.
Yeah, I'll throw that back. Yeah, we can go back and forth like ping pong.
Well, tennis, but sure, ping pong. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So what are you asking me? Sorry.
Yeah, I basically said to summarize it regarding Ghislaine and Island Boy.
Yes.
They both got arrested under his administration and not under Bush, Obama, etc. It was under Mr. T's administration that they got caught, and also in 2008, apparently Mr. T, which is Trump, but yeah, because of YouTube, I'm trying not to say his name. He apparently tried to help one of the victims. So he helped a lawyer of hers or something to get information on the Island Boy. And also in 2001 or 2 or 3, he stopped Mr. Island to come to his place, this and that. But the biggest thing is, why did they get arrested during his administration?
Okay, I'm going to start with Island Boy didn't kill himself. These people are billionaires. They have access to unlimited funds. They have all police bought, all politicians bought and paid for. They don't have secrets from each other. Trump was always knowing and aware. He's Mr. Information, Mr. Money Man. So there's no way he was hanging out with Island Boy and the other girl, right, without not being aware of what they're involved in, right? So the whole point that all the investigation went down during his all part of the play, the theater, right? So yeah, I guess I could leave it as that, theater.
Yeah. Okay.
So hold on, Nico, you said he did not off himself. So are you saying he did not off himself? They offed him, or he did not off himself for them to cover up him running?
Well, that's a big thing in the truth community. It's like, first of all, it's not easy to off yourself.
Nobody believes he offed himself. Not even the chief.
Once you're in custody for those
that
kinds
wasn't my
of
question.
charges, you're under surveillance, right? They have means and ways to prevent that kind of thing from happening. So again, it's all theater, right?
My question was, do you believe he's dead or he's alive at the moment?
Well, I got someone here that says God the Son, Jesus Christ saves, says that they're still alive and back on the island.
Resuming business.
Yeah. April says
multiple islands. It's a chain, man. It's like Burger King. Yeah.
Yeah, go, Nico.
Sorry, I was muted still on my thing. Sorry, guys.
Shit. Oh.
It's okay, but yeah. No, that happens doing these live things. Things happen, right? That's why we do it live. But it's
but we're doing something new here. We're double streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. So,
and you could really blame the dogs because you muted on your end for the dogs, and you was
blame
not
the
muted
kids,
on.
Man. Blame the kids, man. It's not too late to hit them. It's you can be the 60s.
What kind of a moderator are you, man?
I'm giving him parenting advice. Yeah.
Yeah. So quickly, because I was muted, Vince was asking me about Island Boy, and if I was just saying, there's no way while he was in custody for those charges with all that kind of surveillance, there's no way someone could off themselves, right? So it's a big thing in the community. It's a funny meme. Island Boy didn't kill himself, right? So that's what I'm going with. So I was saying it's all theater. Some comments here. April said the world's a stage, and someone else said still alive and back on the island.
Okay. So yeah, Vince, I have my question from earlier.
Yeah.
So did you explain your argument on the sniffles? Why he was with the sniffles? For the people?
Oh no, not on this stream.
Okay.
But I
do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Cause I have a follow-up question to that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So basically, listen, when Mr. T talked good about the Sniffles 19 shot, I was also like, what the hell is he doing? Why is he saying this? And I'm not saying I got the answer. I'm just saying I got my own theories on why, and I'm not alone in this theory. There's many people who thinks this. That basically, what the plan was, that if you're gonna believe all of this, the plan was that Hillary was supposed to finish off the United States during 8 years, and that was from 2017. Yeah, 2017 to what is it now? 2 terms, basically. 2 terms to 2024 or whatever. So that the sniffles would have landed on Hillary, and Hillary was going to be the president during the Sniffles 19, and that we were going to be locked down during the Sniffles under Hillary until way more than we was locked down this time, like a couple of years. And then for us to get out of it, we had to take the Sniffles shot. So the theory is that what the T-Man did was he sped up the whole process with the jab and got us out of the lockdown way quicker than it was planned, and that ruined their plan. And also one more thing. Apparently, Mr. P, the guy in Russia, Mr. P, yeah, apparently he is involved in this as well, because if you remember him and Mr. T in Helsinki in 2018 or whatever, they had this little football play. Something with that made it so that Mr. P is on this whole plan, and that's why Mr. P dropped the first jab for the Sniffles, which was called Sputnik. It was called the Sputnik jab, and that came in August of 2020. So they say, theory is that by him releasing the Sputnik Sniffles 19 jab in August of 2020 ruined their whole jab plan of the deep state. Basically, in a nutshell, he sped up their whole plan, and that's why he's saying that he saved hundreds of millions of lives when he's referring to the Sniffles 19 jab. So what he's saying is, he's not directly talking about the jab itself. He is saying that what he did with speeding up the jab is what saved hundreds of millions of lives. That is the theory there. And what do you think about that?
So Sputnik. Sputnik in Russian means fellow traveler or way of journey, right? There's artificial satellites in Earth's orbit named Sputnik, and Russia has rockets that they sent into space named Sputnik. So the fact that this shot in the arm thing is called Sputnik is more tied into that whole deception of space and gravity and all that nonsense, right? So it's all tied in.
Sure, but maybe, I don't know. But the thing is this. Let's say, the plan with the Sniffles was to have us locked down, right? We can all agree that the plan with that shit was to have us locked down way more than we were locked down during those years, right? Like,
yeah,
that was just phase one of their plan for the New World Order, right? So during the lockdown number 1, it was pretty much to implement 5G across the whole Earth, right? Which is what happened. So 5G towers went up, which was the next phase for the technological war, right? An AI apocalypse. So all the necessary tools and means for this. I'm like, my whole channel, everything's my ministry is about proving Bible prophecy. So which is why I see it clearly now with the whole Trump being part of that biblical revelation scenario unfolding, and we got to look at everything. So I'm glad you
I
brought up
agree.
Sputnik. Yeah.
Yeah. But if we say that their plan was to have us locked down, then the release of a jab in August of 2020 would not be good, right? Like if they wanted us locked down, then it would not be good to see a release of a jab that early. That's basically in the summer of 2020. You know, you don't want a jab available that early. You want it to go at least a year or two of us being, you know, in the cell using our cell phone. Did you know? I think the reason it's called cell phone is because we're all prisoners and we got
Exactly.
our cell phone. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. If that was their plan, then it would not be ideal to have a jab released.
Of course,
that
it was
early.
their plan. It wasn't even released early. They had that cure created long before any of the
Well,
lockdown.
listen, I don't even believe in the whole thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know, I don't even believe there was anything. You know what I mean?
That's what I was busy doing over here. I never once followed any mandate or
Me either.
lockdowns. I was out
Me either.
there screaming at the top of my lungs, everyone, you know, stop listening to this, you know, these tyrannical governments that are obviously worshiping Satan.
Yeah, I was doing, you know, during that time, I was on this show, Modern Day Debate, and I did a couple of debates over there. It was during this time,
That would have
and
been
I met.
great. Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, doing debates during that time would have been great, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it was online. It was
Yeah.
online. Yeah. And I was calling that shit out during one of these debates. I don't remember which one, but and the other guy was saying like something to the extent that no, this is real, and what you're thinking, like what I'm thinking, is a conspiracy. And you know, I just said this. Listen, motherfucker. 6 months ago, or 8 months ago, if I told you the whole world is gonna shut down for, you know, the sniffles or whatever, you would have called me a nutcase. That person, I said to, like, you would have called me a nutcase if I told you before this whole thing started that, hey, listen, in a couple of months, this whole world will shut down, and now it has shut down. So basically, these people, they call everything a conspiracy until it's not a conspiracy anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
the same thing with the Neuralink thing. The Neuralink.
Yeah.
Before it's a reality, they call it science fiction until it's reality, and then it's normal. But anyways,
Yes.
okay. So you don't think, Nico, there is okay, let's go back. Basically, so you don't think there is any possibility of any group of people being able to penetrate the elites?
Of course.
Essentially.
We're here. There's a reason why they censor people like us and this information, why we have to tiptoe around everything and use code words, because information is power. Knowledge is power, right? So with all the infinite funds they have to be able to control media, TV, radio, internet, everything, they can continue the deception, keep the spell, keep the veil over people, right? But not over everyone, which is why we're able to break through and peek out some of us, and some of us just like rip the whole thing off, right? So yeah, they can be taken out. They are very weak. It's a very weak deception once you take the blinders off and have the veil lifted.
So you think they can be taken out, but not in the way that
They have no power. Their power is just lies and deception, right? And that's it. That's the only form of control they have, is lies and deception, right?
Yeah, but what I'm thinking of is the whole thing with Mr. T. That the whole thing with that is that, of course, he's not one man trying to infiltrate. He has if we're gonna believe this, he has the military and their intelligence, like the good, if there are good people in the military, that is, which it has to have good people. Who knows? But I think they have good people there too. That the good people of the military joined up with Mr. T, did a big plan for them to infiltrate the elites. You don't think that's possible? Like, you don't think it's possible for that thing to have happened? That he, yeah.
No. I wish
what
it was possible. That's
what?
like I said in the beginning. I was excited. I was like, wow, an actual billionaire that's one of
Yeah.
us gonna take on the elite. He is one of the elite.
Yeah. But why don't you think it's possible? That's way more interesting. Why don't you think it's possible that that could have happened? No, I'm not saying it has happened, that a group of good military intelligence have, joined with Mr. T to do this plan to infiltrate, just like somebody would try to infiltrate the mafia. Like, what is this, Donnie Brasco or something? Was that?
Oh yeah,
Joe
Donnie
Pistone.
Brasco.
Yeah, Donnie Brasco, right?
His name Joe Pistone, though. Donnie Brasco is the movie.
Yeah, Joe Pistone, exactly.
Joe
Yeah,
Pistone.
but
For 20 years, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He
but
got Lefty in prison and got
I just
killed.
use the reference, to just compare. Like something like that. Infiltrate. Is that not possible with these elites? Like, are they like...
Not when you see the structure of how the hierarchy is with the bloodlines, right? So from the very top to the ones we don't see that are in direct connection to the dark forces, right? Whether they're sorcerers or they're just like the divine ones that are here physically on Earth that can have full interaction with the demonic, right? So they pass that down to certain, all the different sectors of the Illuminati, right? So, and it goes all the way down to the Freemasons in every city, to the lower levels that are still wannabes that want to be associated with the 13 bloodlines that are just regular. They still give jobs and slave them out in society and say, well, yeah, you could work with us, we'll give you knowledge, just keep this secret and keep control over the society in your little village. So yeah, it goes from the very, very top all the way down to your little village, where your little high school with your little Masonic lodge, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
right?
I know. But so you think it's bulletproof, like 100% bulletproof, nobody can penetrate it?
It's already been penetrated. If you believe in and have Jesus Christ and trust in the Holy Bible, that's why they hide it and try to make it illegal. It's unbelievable. The Word of God is the ultimate penetration of this evil beast system.
Okay, we're gonna get to that, because I have some points with the Christianity.
Yeah, not getting religious or anything.
No.
Nothing to do with religion. I'm not saying go to church and pray and you can take on the elite. No. Way beyond that, right?
Yeah, but we can go into that later, because I have something I want to ask regarding that thing.
I have a question, Vince.
Yeah.
So my question was to follow up on your Sniffles argument. So do you think his support for the I country is also a hoax?
I think so, if he's on the good side. But as I've said before, if this is true, that he is penetrating and doing this plan, blah, 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 if it is true, you will have to play ball with the highest in that thing. Like what I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's so simple that he can just go and diss the I country and everything about the I country just like that, because I think it's complex how they run the world. It's like, it's not easy to just go and fuck everything. Like, you have
but
to
it was
play...
easy. It was easy for him to say that the Vietnam War was a horrible decision and the Iraq War was a horrible decision and it was wrong, and he said those things live. So he wasn't afraid there. Why would you be afraid if he says, oh, this country is committing, I don't know, genocide or some stuff like
the
that?
Vietnam War, the Vietnam thing and the Iraq thing, if you're gonna talk about the I country, I think there's still difference between talking bad about the I country than saying those things about
Oh
Vietnam
yeah, of
and
course.
Iraq.
Certain lives are more expensive than others, man. We know that. I understand. Trust me, I do.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not denying. I don't know that much about the I country. All I know is the ones you cannot speak about. That's probably where the power is at, or at least apparent
Yeah.
power. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and you can't speak about the I people.
Got it, man. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can speak
I
about
saw.
on just not on the internet through their devices. But honestly, we're free. We're in this world. They have no control over you or anyone. They could tamper with your internet and with whatever, right? But that's it. It's child's play. They're like little bratty rich kids that want to have everything their own way, and that's all. It's when you see it and look
Hey,
down on it for what it really is. Yeah, elite,
Yeah.
nothing.
Nico.
Elite of little
Nico.
child's play.
I have a
So
question for
Yeah.
Nico. Do you think that all the country leaders that eventually got either assassinated or mysteriously died over the last 30 years, do you think the ones that died and were depicted as evil were actually good people and try and fight for good? What do you think about that
So
argument?
yeah, I've already thought about that even from when they supposedly had Saddam Hussein, right? We know how many clones and lookalikes and you know that he had. Whether I already questioned it from then. Oh, was that the real Saddam they had? You know that they showed. I'm like, you know, so and if it was, did they have any reason to capture him and put him to death? You know, was he actually a good person trying to, you know, go against the elite system and they tried to shut it up. So yeah, all those cross my mind. But again, it's theater. Once you have all the
Yeah.
power in the world, you're gonna get bored. We're only human, right? Even if you do rituals and doing whatever you're doing, you're still gonna get bored and want to just go to war. It's all structured. They discuss it beforehand, think about how they can make money off of it, and you know, control the population always, right? So with the hundreds of thousands of deaths and all these wars, that's like how many bloodlines pretty much wiped out potentially that could have been born here to help challenge them. So they have that kind of power and control where they make murder legal.
Of course. Yeah.
Commandments, thou shalt not kill.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna believe that they own everything, then you could also believe that all of the leaders of the world are. Who's breathing? Is that you, Ashman? Somebody's breathing.
No?
Yeah. It was just some wind. Anyways, yeah, if we're gonna believe that they run everything, then we could also believe that all the leaders are with them, and everyone is an actor. You know what I mean? Like even Saddam, even Gaddafi, all of them.
Even the guy who was the leader of Germany in the 1930s, even that guy.
Even that guy, man.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
The H man. The H
The H man. Hey, Nico, what do you think about the H man? Let's not go full on Nick Fuentes on the stream, but
You better be
just,
careful about the H
yeah,
man, man.
yeah. I don't want my boy to get his bank accounts frozen. Just tiny bits of,
All of
opinions.
us
That's
better
all.
be careful about talking about the H.
Believe me,
I don't give a shit over
all
here, man.
of these characters that you bring up, I have looked and delved into their whole history and life and connections to all the other characters of that time or before and their bloodlines. So this H guy, the way that he's villainized around this world, you know, it's unbelievable. But he's praised in
Suspicious.
certain nations like Poland. He's praised. Like I've had Polish friends. You can go to their house and they'll have flags of him up in the house, you know, and all the books, and they you know just sit there and love it. So
Yeah,
see, it's the same thing.
It wouldn't surprise me if the H man, wasn't as bad as they tell us. I'm just saying this because
Just
been-
playing a role.
yeah, it's so easy to brainwash people, to think a certain way. and and they got the power to, if you don't agree with them, they will fuck you up. So everybody just goes in line because of that. So, but I'm not saying the H-Man is good. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if not everything was being true with what they've said about the H-Man. But okay, let's go back to this T-Man T-Man thing. The people who believes like you, Nico, that the T-Man is with them, many of them have the argument of this. They're saying, because somebody like me would say, why the hell would they throw somebody like T-Man out in a time where they didn't really need to do it? Because I think still in 2015, 16, there wasn't that many people waking up. That's what it looked like for me, at least. Why would you?
Aesthetics. It's all aesthetics, right? Because look, he's going to be back in the running this year, and then what? What if they bring him back? They'll say, "Oh, everyone was against him in the beginning, but saw how great America was, and the world was pretty much at peace." And then boom, we had four miserable years of Biden. So they'll be like, anything's better than him, and then he'll have an even bigger popularity vote and worshiping, and somehow going to gain Christians and a big religious following because he might give a couple of rallies and speeches and be like Jesus or God, and so it's all part of the aesthetics and the manipulation. They're very crafty with how they mind control you. Like it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
right?
Hold on, keep that thought with how they're good with manipulation, because I want to give you a point about that one. Hold on. But with this one, I want to just go back to, why would they throw him in there in 2015? Why wouldn't they just let another Obama be in there for 4 or 8 years and then throw in a guy like Mr. T into the mix to ruffle up the whole fake news and deep state? Like, talk about...
It's to keep us entertained. It's part of the roller coaster ride. You can't just flatline all the way to the New World Order, right? They got to have it exciting along the way. Put some bumps and some obstacles. Make it go up, make it go down. Play around with it, make us go forward, make us go back.
I know, but why not prolong it a little bit? Because I think this is a little bit rushed right here. Because right now, I've never seen as many people awakened as I've seen right now. Like, why not prolong this shit a little bit? Because you waited thousands of years, I don't know, hundreds of years to do this whole NWO. Why rush it at the end? To me, it's a bad move. I would, if I was them, I would not have thrown in Mr. T in 2015. I would have thrown him in right now, maybe. If
that's how it could look that way. So to go for what you're saying, again, like the way everything looks is part of a well thought out, organized military operation for the NWO. And if you need other tools to be able to see through the spell, and I do gematria decoding, and then with that revealed even more truth with certain impossibilities through math and numerology with the numbers and the wordings and their names and the date durations. So you start to unravel the satanic matrix, this web of lies, and it's just one thing after another. And it's like, if you're not looking into it, you're not going to be able to see it. Like, people could try
I've seen some gematria stuff. I know
that's
a little
great.
bit.
Okay, good. I'm going to share some details then.
Yeah, absolutely. That the letters, they have different, different numbers, and it adds up to some number that adds up to some word or something like that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but if we go back, so this would mean that the elites felt that there was too much people waking up in 2015 or something, that they needed to get ahead of it and control it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that I will need to have evidence for that, because right now that is like guessing. We are guessing that they felt that we were waking up. Too many people were waking up, so that they had to throw in Mr. T if he's with them. That they had to throw him in at that time. Like me personally, I didn't feel like people were waking up in 2015. I didn't feel. Yeah, but I didn't see like, oh shit, a lot of people are waking up during the Obama years. I didn't feel that. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying, me personally, I didn't get that feel like, oh shit, people are waking up. I was sort of the opposite. I was like, fuck, man, not enough people are waking up. That was my thing back in 2015. And when I saw Trump or Mr. T during that time, I thought exactly, okay, what is this puppet? The guy just came from The Apprentice. What the fuck? Is this a joke? But then the more and more I saw him, and the way they attacked him, and I know you say, yeah, they attack him because it's supposed to look that they are on different teams, blah, blah, blah. Like they're different from each other. But yeah, I would need to see some evidence that backs up that the elites or the Illuminati saw that a lot of people were waking up, and therefore they threw in Mr. T there.
Yeah. So again, going back to the awakening, we spoke about it. What things did we wake up to that without a doubt is true, right? Exactly. I'm not a billionaire. I don't have access to infinite funds and people and scientists and researchers or NASA, right? So for someone like Trump to be that, connected and wealthy and not be able to see the deception of flat Earth, which any person can wake up to through that big awakening, then that they're part of the deception. So that's an easy way to point out who the deceivers are, right? So without a doubt, no one can tell you once you wake up to flat Earth that, oh, it's round. You say, no, I already believe that. That's
you can't go back.
Believing that did no purpose or benefit for my life.
Are you saying? Oh yeah. Are you saying that Trump should have spoken about the flat Earth?
If he knows about it, then why wouldn't you reveal it, right? So that's something so big. You understand?
Well, I gotta, the dogs. I'll just wait with my response
Also,
to that.
I've seen a comment. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
After you guys finish, I'd love.
Okay.
To,
Go back and forth between the comments. Both of you guys. My response to that would be, Nico, is even if he knows that the Earth is flat, that is, if he knows it, which he should be knowing that. But even if he knows that, the sheeple are not ready to hear that, and then the media will clown him even more. You know what I mean? Like, if the media and him are separate, if they're not with each other, then the media will say, look at this fool. He's a flat earther. He's a dummy. You should not listen to him, and things like that. Like, I don't think he could have just said, hey, by the way, the Earth is flat, people. I don't think people are ready for it. Not even we were ready for it in 2015. I was ridiculing flat Earth.
Of course he could have. You're telling me he couldn't have gone to one of his rallies viewed by millions worldwide and be like, yes, ladies and gentlemen, NASA is a fraud. The Earth is flat. He could have done all of that, and people would have looked into it, and boom, he would have set them on that journey and given them that push.
That's
if he had that much influence,
that's a death sentence, man.
Popularity, that push, like, instead of having the hundreds of thousands we may have now, it would have been tens of millions, right?
Yeah, so but the sheeple would have ridiculed him, wouldn't they?
I mean, you guys are missing something here.
Yeah,
he would have all of a sudden committed, the S on his toilets. Yeah, all of a sudden,
if he wasn't with them, I'm talking from Nico.
If he would announce that NASA, who takes $50 million daily out of tax money, is a fraud company, are you guys realizing what would happen?
That's like
the
fucking
whole
with a
Trump
mafia.
Town would be like 9/11 all over again. every
could
Trump
find
Oh,
would
don't
go
say
down.
9/11.
Yeah, yeah,
Towers.
Well, not really. No, they
yeah.
got destroyed.
Demolitions.
Uh,
Come on.
no, I just
What
think
it,
yeah. He might have been off but from Nico's perspective,
Come on.
he can't be off because he's with them. But if he wasn't with them, he would have been off, you say, if he said that. But
Well, of course he's not going to go after them. They're not going to let him be president and then take down the big movie studio of NASA, right? Because they're all in on it. Just look at the Nixon phone call to the moon, right? In
yeah, that's a joke.
1969.
oh yeah, that was
Yeah, let me
hilarious.
just pick up my dial-up phone and dial MOON. Hello, Neil, you're there? How is it? It's ridiculous.
No lag, no nothing. But Ashman, go to your comments before we continue.
Yeah,
What was
there
you
was
saying?
there was a comment by Renee. I wanna where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Okay. First, I learned that no one has any right to ruling over anyone else. I studied anarchism. Then I learned that politics is staged in every country. So casting votes for new masters doesn't count anyways. And this comment is a thought that runs through people, and I see it every day, that we would be better without people, leaders or rulers, and give the power to the people kind of attitude. I want to hear
Yeah.
you guys' opinion on that, and then I'll share in mine.
Yeah.
So
You want to go first, Nico? Or do you have any comments you want to read before that? Or you want to go? Or should I go?
It's just, again, it's so tough to explain. It's like, again, he didn't become a billionaire
No.
because
Should
no,
there
no, no,
be
no, no.
leaders? Should there be leaders
oh
in general, or rulers, or anything like that? Like that's the question from Renee from
no,
the chat.
we just need an organized society. There's no need for leaders or rulers. We just need God. And if we all follow
Can you
all
give
the
an example
rules,
of an organized society over history?
like communities set up all the time that aren't within
No, no,
society,
no. A
that
country that has no rulers, that acts
um,
on the power of the people, and it's very safe and it's not very communistic,
yeah, I'm not sure of
because
any.
I mean, in my opinion, that thought is very dangerous that Renee said, because that's the recipe for communism, in my opinion. That's the biggest
Mhm.
recipe if you give power to the people, guess what will happen? Who's more in this world, losers or successful people? Losers.
Not
People would hate the rich, would start wanting equal pay, and
Mm.
it's very obvious what the people would want. They would want everyone to be equal, and everyone to be equal in this in a non perfect world is communism. It's never like everyone living happily ever after. If I'm gonna be miserable, guess what, Mr. Rich person, you're gonna be miserable with me, because we
not
don't have any rulers or you know what I mean. So that's my opinion on
so
that situation.
we can have structure without government. We can have all the organization, we can have education without indoctrination. You know what I mean? So when people are educated the correct way and a society is structured without set up with taxes, so people can never rise or advance in life. This isn't, everything will work out for itself. So yeah, we don't need government for structure and organization, and we do not need education. We do not need to be indoctrinated. We can be educated.
Hmm?
What about a monarchy? What do you think about that? Like the Gulf countries, or I don't know if Sweden has a king or not.
Hold on. Let me also address this.
Yeah, go ahead. Then sorry, buddy.
I don't believe in rulers. Absolutely not. But I do believe in leaders. When I say leaders, I'm not talking about what we call leaders today. For me, leader is somebody that has gone through something and managed to come through it, and then goes back to the tribe and say, hey, listen, I was there. This is what I did. You want to follow me? Like, I can lead you there. I can lead you, with doing this.
So a king could be a
Well, I'm not saying that this leader will have more power over something, but there has to be some leaders, because
That
what is
doesn't
a
make
leader?
sense.
Hold on. A leader
Yeah.
is somebody that is taking the first steps to something, doing something others are not doing or haven't done yet, at least. And they are sharing what they know with the tribe. That is a leader. But that doesn't mean that leader owns the tribe, people. But they have faith in that leader or other leaders. There might be several leaders.
Also, he or they can make decisions that the people do not like. So what happens
Yeah,
then,
but
Vince? Overrule him?
yeah, if they don't like what that guy is saying, they
Yeah,
shouldn't.
but what if it's for the good of the people?
What do you mean? What the leader says?
So if the leader makes a decision that his tribe needs this to happen, and the tribe doesn't like it, but the decision in it of itself for the long run is a very good decision.
Well, if the tribe doesn't want to make it, then he can't force that shit onto them, because they won't do it anyways, because they're like, fuck you. Who are you? Yeah, we listen to you. You had some good advices and stuff, but who the fuck are you? No, we ain't gonna do that. Sit down, motherfucker. And then
I
he
don't know
sits
about
down.
that, man.
What?
Yeah, I don't
What?
know
He's
about
not a
that.
king. He's not a ruler. I don't believe in
Yeah.
a ruler. But
Yeah,
I do
but
believe in a leader.
yeah, but a
Or
leader
leaders.
is
But we don't have that right now. What we have is a ruling bloodline that's been pretty much sold their whole selves to Satan and have been doing his work ever since the Great Flood. So it's the Ham bloodline, the Hamites, and he vowed to Satan to bring back the pre-flooded world, and they have rebuilt and spent the last thousands years cleaning up the mess from the flood and restructuring this world for the new world order. So you can't have a new world order without an old world order. So we've always been in an order, right? So what's happening is not new. It's just like updated iOS 1 to iOS 2. You know what I mean? So
Sure, I agree. You have to have an old order as well. But regardless, though, you still have to have some order, even if the NWO wasn't a reality. You still have to have some order.
But no other person is more divine because of their title than the other person.
I agree.
Without a
Yeah.
title.
so
Right
who's
now,
gonna apply the orders? Who's
So
gonna
right now-
apply the rules?
yeah.
If everyone's equal, this is a dangerous topic, guys. You guys are saying, oh, we do not. No, this is really like this is like a Fidel Castro type of situation here. Like everybody is equal, and we have leaders. But if we don't like the leaders, fuck the leader. We're all the same here. I can make a decision without him, the leader. So he leads
Well,
by
no, you know what I
example and
think?
by decision, even if you don't like it.
I think if some of the tribes don't like it, they could leave and make their own tribe. And if
That's called a revolution. Yeah.
Well, you have to separate. If we don't agree,
Of course,
we have to
yeah.
separate. Just
I'm not
as
saying.
just as
You go ahead.
friends or in a relationship, if we don't see eye to eye on important stuff, then we have to separate. Like, what is a friend or what is a relationship? It's when you share important values and shit like that. Well, when you don't share that anymore, you stop being friends, or you separate, basically. So if a big part of that tribe don't share the things that the leader and the other people are sharing, they have to separate. It's like, listen, the lefties, let's say the lefties with these twisted fucking things that they have, the Transformers and all that shit. Let's say they were the majority. I'm not just gonna say, all right, they're the majority. I'll get the fuck out of this place. I don't want to live in the jungle or something. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you'll have to separate if you don't agree. What are you gonna do? You can't force anybody to anything. That's a universal crime under God. That is a crime. Like, doesn't matter who it is. If you force any free will, it's a universal crime, like a
I
universal law.
honestly wish I could just bring everyone to this door and push them through it, but that you can't do that. But the only thing you can do, as the saying goes, is that you can walk them and show them the door, but they have to walk through it themselves.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to do. We have to keep on it and showing these people going through whoever it is, the T, Mr. T, right? And Island Boy, showing everyone the connection, showing everyone how far back the connections go and how nothing that they ever did leading up to their success or TV fame or presidency was not by chance and was scripted all the very way through from before you even ever heard about this person.
Yeah. Let's go back to this. And Ashman, you can read some comments, and if you find something, you can bring that up. I want to go back to this whole T thing. Have you ever wondered, Nico, that what if a big part of their power is the illusion of power? What I mean is, let me give you an example. Like, do you remember during?
It's all an illusion. Exactly.
Well, yeah, but hold on. This illusion is going against your theory. This thing that I'm gonna say. Remember during the 2020s with the toilet paper thing?
Yeah.
How do we even know that that was a real shortage? What I mean is, because they have so much power, the media, they can just photograph an empty shelf, blast it all over the place, saying that toilet paper is running short, and now everybody and their grandfather is going out and buying.
I am so happy that you brought that up, because I also became big and got really good at decoding with the gematria during that time. And I can tell you for a fact, you can do it right now. Bring it up. I'll tell you the site to go to.
Okay, you want me to do it? Huh?
Please. Toilet paper is an identical match to mind control.
Okay, hold on. Which website should I go to?
Okay, go to gematrinita.com. So GEMATRINATOR.com.
Gematinator. Oh yeah, here. Hold on. I'm gonna share it. Hold on.
So you're gonna see 4 base ciphers: the English ordinal, 4 reduction, reverse ordinal, and reverse reduction. So go to calculator.
Okay. Do we see it here on my screen? Yeah.
Okay, okay, so now type in that little box there. Just type in toilet, 1 word, paper, the 2nd word. So you see the numbers there?
Yeah.
So try and zoom in a bit, because it's if people can't see it. But yeah,
Okay.
there you go. 137, 56, 160, and for toilet paper. So now delete that and type in mind control, 2 words.
The same, 160.
Identical, and all 4 base ciphers. So go back. So look at the numbers. So go back and type toilet paper, and it's like, so that's not a coincidence. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff that ties in.
But what is the reverse? Like, what do they?
So when you see that's a cipher, right? So if you look at there's a key at the bottom. It shows you what each letter represents. So A equals 1 to all the way to Z, 26. But if you do it in reverse and put A as 26 to Z 1, you get a different result. And because Satan likes to work in reverse, there's lots of different ciphers, and of reversals of the alphabet is a big part of the deception. But using gematria, we can decode the truth. So toilet paper and mind control. That's why toilet paper was everywhere in the news, because they had everyone under mind control to rush and get it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I absolutely agree. Everything reverse is the devil, 100%. But yeah. But my point with that is the power of these wizards. They can just say hey, listen, apple juice is there's a shortage of apple juice, and everybody goes and buys apple juice. Maybe okay, maybe they won't be buying apple juice, but you get what I'm saying. Like whatever they want you to go at, they can just create the what do you say, scarcity of it. Like this is running out, go and get it. While in reality, maybe there never was a toilet paper shortage ever.
They
But
created the shortage by making everyone panic to go buy it all up.
exactly.
Quickly, sorry,
Yes.
I got a message for Ashman here. Jennifer Connell says, "The dude that is all calm on the bottom right corner, come live with me." So you got an invitation to go live with Jennifer here in Canada.
She's hitting on you.
It depends what Jennifer looks like.
I'm sure
That's a
she's
fair
quite
point.
I'm sure she's beautiful, Jennifer. Yeah.
Well, she's at least awakened, you know.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
great.
Yes, you must be spitting something, some great truth over there. So yeah, people are listening and taking it all in.
yeah. Okay. So while he's thinking of making Jennifer his wife, the point is, the point is.
You're getting me in trouble, man.
Oh, sorry. Scrap that. Anyways, the point is they can magically create shit that wasn't there before. Like you said, make everybody go buy toilet paper, creates toilet paper shortage.
Yeah.
So why I'm bringing that up is
one of their tricks. It's called order out of chaos, and it's their motto: Ordo ab chao. They create the chaos so they can unleash their new order. Right?
Have you played that game on Super Nintendo, Nico, called Act Racer? Have you played that?
Oh no! I'm not. That's years ago, and I was probably playing Sega, not Nintendo back then. Yeah.
Yeah, on that. Let me see if I can find it. On that cover, it says just that Act Racer cover. Order. Look at it. Hold on. Let me. It's a great game with great music, but I don't. Maybe the resolution is. You see here, it's 3 pyramids. Create order. Create order from chaos. Just funny, but I don't know if you can see that, but create order from chaos. Anyways, yeah. Why I'm bringing that up is, what if they don't own everything? What if they own a lot? But what if part of it is making us believe they own everything, and in return, they actually kind of do own everything because we all believe they do. Sort of like,
and if they own nothing, we're all free men and women and children of this land, and the fact that we pay them to live here is ridiculous. And the sooner we can all snap out of it, we can regain our humanity and enjoy what's left of this world, because it's really has fallen.
But Nico, you're saying that and basing that on the people are innately good in this world, that all of them think like us, which they don't. If you give power to the people and tell them, hey, let's all make good decisions and live happily ever after together, people won't do that. People will revert to their primal instincts of surviving and the strong over the weak, and that without, you know what I mean? That's
I had my faith restored in people and humanity 2 years ago this week, actually, during the Freedom Convoy here in Canada, in Ottawa. And let me tell you, for 3 weeks, we shut the Capitol down, and there was millions of people. There was zero crime. I was able to eat for free 8 meals a day, the most I've eaten in a day. Unbelievable food. The way the people got together and helped each other, and no one asked for money. There was pizzas being cooked on the streets, given out to everyone. It was unbelievable. So I've seen a glimpse of taking out a government and having the people get together, help each other, and it worked, right? So I'm willing to take that risk and do what it takes to wake people up so we can all experience that, and we'll figure it out. We'll all grow our own food and vegetables and no longer suffer from all their genetically modified crap and poison that they've been giving us, right? We will get along just fine without McDonald's, without grocery stores. We don't need their plastic. We don't need the poison.
You know, they should definitely, like, in a sane society, we should definitely have gardens all over the place. That should be like mandatory, you know. Everybody has a garden, like just growing gardens everywhere. Because why the fuck not, right? Like gardening and getting food and shit, like farming and shit. That, and also getting free energy, you know, free energy. If we actually get free energy, plus learning how to garden stuff, you know, grow food, then a lot of our problems are gone. A lot of them, but they don't want that. But let me just add this. I think a lot of our problems in society comes from laziness and stupidity. Stupidity and laziness, I think they're linked. They're kind of linked together, stupidity and laziness. Because that is what the people in government are kind of doing to the people. They're making everybody more stupid.
Yeah.
More stupid and more lazy. Yeah.
During the lockdowns, everything was closed except liquor stores and marijuana dispensaries.
Yeah.
So I have a comment. I have someone commenting here.
Yeah, read.
So Kano Rivera, so bringing it back to Mr. T, he's saying that Mr. T is an antichrist. Financing of the third temple, if anyone's aware of the third temple. So Kano is also saying that selling third temple coin with his face on it. The Golan Heights is now Trump Heights. He also throws up the 666 every speech 10 times. So if you know that, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to have that screenshot. And
I know. I can't do it either.
Trump, Mr. T matches Abaddon in Gematria. So yeah, there's people here commenting that are sharing some good information, that have looked into it. So yeah, Kano believes that Mr. T is the main antichrist here. So that's very interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
I mean, he could be. If he is an actor and with them, and like I said, he's the best actor in the world in that case, then yeah. But I have not excluded the possibility of him being a good guy. That's all. But only time really will tell if we're right or wrong here. Because there will come a time where it will be revealed that he was the Antichrist or not. If he wasn't, if he isn't the Antichrist and he is the good guy, he will go down as one of the most important men in history, if he is good. Like, I know to a lot of awakened people, I sound like kind of moronic. Naive,
no,
yes.
I wouldn't say moronic. Naive, yeah.
Naive, yeah. Like, you still haven't woken up. Listen, I was there, and I'm still a little bit there too. Still now, but I don't want to exclude the possibility of him actually being a good guy, because how the hell do I know? I haven't seen conclusive evidence of it. I haven't seen that. I've seen stuff that may look really bad, yes, but since I don't know everything behind the scenes, I can't 100% go along with that he is evil. I will need more, and I will need a little bit more before I can come to that conclusion.
Well, listen, 2024 presidency, the elections. So
yeah, we will know in about a couple.
I'm waiting for those first acts of presidency or whatever decisions.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah.
let me tell you this, Vince. I will fucking tattoo him on my body if he does this certain decision. If he just cuts off funding,
The I country.
of course, yeah. If he just says, no, I'm just interested. It does look like I truly hate that country, which I do for a good reason. But if he just plain simple says, listen, this money is good, is for the American people. We could use this money. We are in debt, so we don't have to give funding and weapons to you guys, and cuts off all that funding. Then I'll know. First of all, I'll be scared because he's gonna go down very soon. So he's gonna die very
Yeah.
soon if he makes a decision. Yeah.
If he makes a decision against the I country, that is okay. Let's say he does that. Let's play with the idea. Nico,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you're
I'm
busy.
still here. Sorry, I'm just my
Okay.
camera died, so I'm just setting it back up.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. So if let's play with the idea that next year or whatever, it's very unlikely, but let's say that he becomes the president and he starts to defund whatever to the I country. He starts to reveal shit about the I country. What would you say in that case? Would you say he's still doing an act if he did that
This is a
Like-
question for me or for Nico.
for Nico?
Okay.
I'm pretty much set with my thoughts on Mr.
Whatever he
T.
does. Whatever he does.
There's absolutely nothing that he can do that will change because I know the
Oh,
script.
that's sad.
Now. I know the script now, how it's gonna fall out. I know how the deception is gonna go and how bit by bit they're gonna reveal certain truths to make people think that they can be trusted. But no, I'm way past that. I don't believe
So
that.
Yeah. Hey,
there
Vince,
is
you can tell Nico doesn't give second chances. Poor exes, man. Bro is determined. He's like, nope,
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Nope,
Fuck you, okay? What?
It's not
get out
easy
of my
to
house.
it's just not easy to get to that point, mind you, right? Like, remember, I was a pro-Trumper, and once I start seeing things that don't add up to me, then I look into it, and I'll delve as far as I go. There's no rabbit hole that's too deep for me that I haven't gone to, right? So,
Okay.
don't just believe anything and everything. There's so much disinformation out there. So I do compare my notes with the Bible, with many different sources of information before I process and accept what I realize. And then that's it. And once I process it and I say this is it, that's it. There's no going back. Just like with
How do
flat
you-
Earth, just like with anything with Jesus Christ, that's nothing, right? So yeah.
I have two things I want to say to you, Nico. But go check the chats before, so we don't just check the chats, people.
Yeah. So hopefully we're like staying on what we were meant to do today, and
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know about the chat, but yeah. Why I don't agree with you on that point, Nico, that whatever he does doesn't matter. I'm not in line with that because, for example, I just saw Mr. T kind of mentioning how bad AI is and how dangerous it is and how really nobody is talking about AI. And that to me is a good thing, even if he was with them, because really nobody that is a big name or with big influence is really talking about or taking AI seriously. He mentioned, let me see if I can find it. It was on this interview with Maria Bartiromo.
sorry,
Hold on.
what's
Hey,
the
Pepsi Man
metal
is here.
death? C4 Duke says Nico is really metal death.
Pepsi Man. Hey, Nico.
Okay.
This one is an OG, man. This guy is.
Explain to him who Metalhead is.
So
Oh,
Nico, Metal Death is a guy who likes metal, of course, with the name you can tell that, and he has certain political views which align with yours. I'm gonna be honest,
Okay,
but
good. Not the only one.
here's the thing: he's very dry. He sounds like Putin with he sounds like Putin basically. He doesn't show his face,
Okay.
and he never says where he's from. And whenever I mention a certain conflict in the Middle East, he gets scared and he leaves the stream. You know. So that's
But
what C4 Duke is comparing you with.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean, but the only thing they got in common is that they both think Trump is with
Yeah. That's why I said they align with this.
yeah, with each other. Look at this. Okay. Look at this now, and let me see what you guys think. What he says here. Let me know if you got sound. Now.
Let me get your take on this central bank digital currency.
Sound?
Yep.
Nico, do you get sound?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Also, I don't know if the chat will hear this because there was one instance where we could hear it, but the stream was not hearing it. I
You
don't
can
know.
ask them.
Yeah. Do
Hey,
you
guys,
hear this
Pepsi Girl,
sound?
you guys hear this?
Yeah. Do you
You've
hear this
pledged-
sound?
Okay, let me get your take on this central bank digital currency. You've pledged to block a potential central bank digital currency. Is that about surveillance?
It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. One day you don't have any money in your account. It can be a very dangerous thing. And the other thing that I think is maybe the most dangerous thing out there of anything, because there's no real solution, the AI, as they call it, it is so scary. I saw somebody ripping me off the other day where they had me making a speech about their product. I said, I never endorsed that product. And I'm telling you, you can't even tell the difference. It looks like I'm actually
That's very
endorsing it.
scary. I
No,
agree.
because
That's
you
very
can get
scary.
that into wars and you
Yeah.
can get that into other things. Something has to be done about this, and it has to be done fast. And nobody really knows what to do. The technology is so good and it's so powerful that what you say at an interview with you almost doesn't matter anymore. They can change things around and nobody can tell the difference. Even experts can't tell the difference. This is a tremendous problem in terms of security. This is a problem that they better get working on right now.
And that is the Morning Buzz.
So, yeah, there was nothing more on that. So, to me, I think that's a good thing. You're muted, Nico. If you
Okay, I realize that now. That was
Ah.
great to see in here. So hopefully they don't regulate it, because I'm big into using and learning this artificial intelligence. Been following
Yeah.
it for a while now, and he's right. I myself, I can create a video right now with Mr. T promoting me and my product, and you won't be able to tell. And everyone will be like, oh my God, who is this? So I can do that with anyone. I can take his voice, make him say whatever I want. So yeah. And right now there's no it's not regulated. It's
that's
it's
a
up
big
there.
deal.
It's huge.
That is I mean, it's not a good thing. Even though we can benefit from it, let's be real, this ain't good.
And it's not going away. Now we have it. It's over. The deep fakes are here.
It's like the Pandora's box.
Oh yeah, it's open and you cannot close it and just put it back in. AI is here. You're not just gonna turn it off. You can't. That's
Well,
it.
can't you just pull the
No, if anyone's
fucking
getting
plug?
turned off, AI is going to be turning off a lot of people, right? So
Yeah,
we're
let's
at
do
that
it. Let's become caveman again. Let's go
I'm
back.
ready.
I don't know about that.
Not caveman, but let's go back to the 90s and 80s and 70s and 60s. Fuck this.
That's
know-
a cute idea. Yeah.
This is not a nice path we're going here. Just so you know, this isn't nice. But
Can't change it though. So I'm embracing it. I'm not saying it's good and it's morally right, but we're at war, whether it's a technological war or a spiritual war or eventually.
dude, we're in a fucking movie, man.
Yes,
we're in
exactly.
a
Well, I wanna-
fucking
yeah.
movie.
I want to
like,
fight with fire.
Fucking
I'm
watch
going to
drone.
be out there messing around with these dark forces and not coming prepared. I'm going to make sure that this battle is going to be fought, and I'm ready to use fire against fire, right? So we're not pushovers, us people that are trying to go up against these elites. So yeah, we're bringing it just as bad and hard as they are. So
I agree. But going back to the Mr. T thing, if he's with them, I don't really care because he's doing great job by highlighting important things. Like who do you hear talk about in his stature, talk about things like this, and then he talks about the electronic cars, basically saying they're shit.
It's part. It's not like him. It's out of character for Mr. T. The Mr. T we knew 20 years ago at this with something like this, he just go buy all the companies, right? And more billions off of it. And now he's on Fox News saying, "Oh, this is dangerous. I'm scared. I'm worried." It's weird. So they're giving more force and power to the new AI that I'm telling you is a force to be reckoned with. And now you have Mr. T, who was supposedly everyone's savior for humanity, is now saying, "Look, this thing is very dangerous."
Yeah, but how is that bad? I mean, making people aware that of this thing, I can't see that as a bad.
Great, but he's in a position to be able to do something about it, not cry about it.
Yeah, but
buy all the companies and do something.
Well, he's probably gonna do something if he's in office, and I mean, we'll just have to see. But I have some other things as short clips of him, because you've probably heard. Have you heard the theory that he's still in office? That he's pretending that he's not, but he is still the president.
I believe that's regarding Barack Obama, not Mr. T.
No. The thing with Obama is that he is really
he's the guy behind the scenes, and yeah, I think Trump won the election and had it stolen from him. If you want to go with that scenario and storyline, like a lot of far right people are like, "Oh, he's the true president. He won that. They stole it." Like, yeah, there's people that believe that also.
Yeah, that he signed some, and these executive orders or emergency orders are real. They are, like, you can look them up in the White House, government, whatever, that he signed in 2018 and 19 or whatever, or no, in 2018 and 2020. Basically, that the government was overtaken. Like, there was a coup happening from the deep state side, and then he went into commander-in-chief, and he is now in the behind the curtains. Now he's still the commander-in-chief, but letting Biden pretend to be president. Blah 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 blah. There are videos of him kind of what do you say? Alluding to that. How do you say it? Like
alluding, yeah.
Yeah. He's basically, but yeah, if you believe he's an actor, then that doesn't matter anyways. But basically,
also it's very sad that Nico just has no hope or no thought in his mind that Trump could be a good guy.
I do have levels of hope, but it's not for me to change my views on that person. My only hope and prayers is for these characters to repent and find Jesus Christ before judgment. That's it. So that's.
But what if Trump repents and finds Jesus Christ? Would you like him then?
It's not for me to like. It's for him, and for I don't see these people as heroes or as leaders anymore. Like I told you, I've seen what they've been involved in, and it's hard to put it aside. Like, I used to protect these celebrities before when I was asleep, like Michael Jackson, defended him for many years, and just, I just washed my hand clean of all of these deceivers, right? So, yeah,
I still think
MJ did it.
I still think MJ is good. I still think he's good. I do. I mean, until I see him, because in court, yeah, you can say the court was rigged or whatever, but in court, he was found innocent, with the first witness being that fucking guy that later came and said that.
Wade Robson.
Yeah, Wade Robson, that rat.
Fake. It's all fake. Wade Robson said that he saw and touched Michael's penis But my
Yeah.
theory is Michael was never born with one to begin with. So if you never had one, all the stories are fake. You never had one to play around with them. They're all inverts. Like I said,
But
when I
Nico, let's be real here. Let's be real. Not until you've seen his pee-pee can you really be
Pause.
that. Huh? What is
I
it?
don't know.
Did you say pause? Not until you actually have. Ah, okay.
You wouldn't know events. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
go ahead.
Not until you've actually seen his dick. Yeah. Can we say dick? Yeah.
even that can be faked, right? They've been
Yeah,
doing
but-
the surgeries on the gender affirming surgeries have been
Of course.
done thousands of years, long before they even figured out how to do triple bypass.
Absolutely. They can
I have
probably
Honestly, had to sit and watch both gender affirming surgeries because that's how much I needed to know to be able to be at this
Oh,
level
God.
to tell you that this is what they do. Because
But
I've
hold
seen
on, Nico.
it.
I've seen one of those fake ass dicks, and that was
Wow.
not so well done. It looked like almost looked like a pillow kind of a thing with like it was really bad. It was
No,
like
no, that's part of that. It heals after that. So that's just immediately after it done. It will look awkward like that, like it belongs to an animal. But then it will heal, and then they peel stuff off, they contour it and mold it into the shape.
like you're
Trust me,
making details
The
and
amount
stuff.
of knowledge I have on this subject is disgusting. I hate to know, and just even thinking about it and revisiting and remembering is nauseating, right? But
Yeah.
it's surreal that they mastered
Dude,
it.
I'm getting nauseated by you describing it.
No. They have it down to a fine art. They didn't just stumble upon this. It's
Wow.
like unbelievable. So
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
They can probably do that, but what I mean is, until you got undeniable evidence, it's still somewhat of a speculation, isn't it? Like
Pepsi man said, "Where's Rocky?"
yeah, Rocky is another guy that
Nico would love Rocky. Yeah.
Rocky is another guy that whenever he sees a girl, he's like, "That's a man." What do you mean? That's a man. I'm like, dude, no. Believe me, that's a man. Like every fucking girl you bring up. Yeah, she looks good, but that's a man.
no, that's me. Don't show me or tell me any of your crushes because I'll investigate them. So don't do it.
Well, I already said that, back when I was young. Sandra
Nico.
Bullock, I would, you know what I mean?
2004 Angelina Jolie. Please don't break my heart.
Angelina Jolie.
In 2004.
Let
That
me
was
see.
my crush.
Angelina Jordan in 2004.
No, not Jordan. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. I've been doing too much music.
But
I love.
2000,
I was
2004.
Yeah. I thought Angelina was great and loved the films, but
Look at that face, man.
Yeah, but that's all she got. She doesn't have any hips.
no comment. I'm gonna that's it. No comment.
This is getting ridiculous.
I'll let you guys use your
Absurd.
imagination.
This is
Yeah,
absurd. man.
Angelina Jolie, no comment. Sandra Bullock, no comment.
What are you on, man?
Jennifer Alba, Jessica Alba, no comment. All of them, no
Scarlett
comment.
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, no comment.
Good
Famke,
lord, man.
comment. Kim Kardashian, all the sisters, the brothers, no comment. Oh boy, that the South African,
Everybody's a man.
no comment.
What about Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt is a woman?
Hey.
No comment.
Dude,
Johnny
dude.
Depp, no comment. Vin Diesel, The Rock, Arnold Schwarzenegger, no comment.
Dude, I will have to actually agree with Nico on this one. Because look at that. Those hips look
Look
wrong.
at the broad shoulders, and then I can show you all the men in Hollywood have skinny, sloping shoulders, so they're all inverted. So
This one, there's something wrong with this one. I'm
Man,
talking about
you
the
lost
hip.
me when you said The Rock, Nico. The Rock
Rock?
doesn't. I've
Oh,
never met
The
I've never
Rock.
seen a woman who looks like that, man. Even
Yeah.
about, I've never
You
seen
can
it in my life.
men can be butch and be very tomboyish, but once you give certain girls, like I've seen The Rock as a child. It really was just a butch girl from Hawaii with, you know, big bones, big genetics.
Oh, dude, when he was 15, he was just like
Same
a
with
unit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just an Austrian butch woman. And
Dude,
yeah.
Vince, look at him when that picture when he was young.
Okay,
This
so
one.
With the PC.
With the PC. This one.
Yeah, look at that. That he was 15 then. Dude,
Yeah,
the guy is a I know.
Samoan. Sorry, so my
Yeah.
so God the Son says you need to look at more Samoan
Look
chicks.
at his
Yeah.
shoulders, man. Look at his hands. There's no one built like that, man.
Oh yeah. See, that's the Ashman. The thing. So that's what we all do. We all say, "Oh, they can't fool me like that." I'll be able to see if that was a woman or a man, and that's why these characters are pushed so much, because they successfully were able to have the drugs work throughout their puberty and teenage years, right? And a lot of when they do this transition, not all of them survive it. That's why we get a lot of death. That's why they have a 21 and 23 club, or you know what I mean? Because you know, not Justin Bieber, he didn't really take well to testosterone, couldn't really grow a full beard, but some of them, the drugs work better on different people. So obviously it
Hold
worked
on.
on Arnold and Dwayne Johnson here.
This is
A girl.
Dwayne.
That's his dad.
Yeah, that's the little girl.
That's Dwayne, yeah.
Yeah, that could be a girl.
Yeah, if you zoom in, you have to don't just look at the hair and the clothes and the color pink. Try and look at the eyes. Try and cover the hair and the mouth, and you'll see the energy of a little girl female in there. Yeah, that's a little girl.
It's possible.
Yep, it is possible. That's where you start. Now, once you have that possible, the rest will come to you. So just don't close doors. Like, you don't have to fully keep it open to let everything in, but you could crack it open, and you know, once you get that curiosity again.
Moderator, what do you say
Dude,
about this?
I have a certain idea on the test and trend and all those kind of steroids, because I have friends who take them for recovery purposes. I've never taken steroids in my life, but I do know what quantities you have to take to get into a certain level. Now, I'm just calculating in my mind, if The Rock was a woman and he's that size and he's that lean, the amount of steroids he would have to take would kill him, if we're talking medically wise. So if there is like a different drug you're talking about that would make you look exactly like a dude.
There's
like,
exceptions. That's why
Vince
there's only one Arnold Schwarzenegger and only one Rock, because
Dude.
these kind of abominations, that the drugs and medicine that they use, that, you know, it doesn't work on all of them. So a lot of their characters end up dying and they have to replace them, and they keep trying again and again. But every now and then they'll get one that just works for them, and then they'll run with it, right? Just like The Rock and just like Arnold.
Let me just say this. If you just saw this randomly, this picture, would you think it's a boy or a girl?
It actually looks like my aunt when she was younger.
I would have to
It's a
say,
girl, yeah.
I would think this is a girl. I would
Yeah,
not say
but Vince-
that's a boy.
Yeah, but Vince, before puberty, a lot of dudes look like girls. It's.
I know you
it's-
can look,
Yeah.
for sure, but seeing this picture just without any context, just that's somebody's little girl, you know.
Okay, so
But-
now go to. I want you to keep that up if you can, or go to a new window and look for Mariah Carey as a child, and we'll compare what a supposed little girl compared to a supposed little boy should look like. And what you're gonna see, I'm just gonna spoil it now. Mariah Carey, you're gonna see the energy compared to The Rock. Mariah Carey, as a little kid at the same age, has way more masculine energy and looks like a little boy with long limbs, was very tall, not short and cute like The Rock was as a little girl. So try and find any picture of Mariah Carey as a little kid, and you'll see that it's actually a little boy with long hair.
Nico, I'm curious on your chat. They all think, like not like you do, but in this particular subject, do you
So
have any
I've
difference of
dating them
opinions?
for like 3 years or more now. Someone here just says no, not Mariah. Yeah, that's a tough one. But some of them are saying Sherry Bruno says, Nico, I am so with everything you say. Absolutely spot on everything. So yeah, there's people that are aware of it. Not sure where that's coming from. Yeah.
Hold on. Ashman, your sound is weirding out. Oh, now it's good.
Yeah, there was some interference from the
Yeah,
wiring.
he gets from time to time.
But Vince,
But,
you found a young Mariah there, right? So look,
Yeah,
a big
that-
head, very strong neck on Mariah there as a little boy. Very pronounced features, very deep inset eyes. The brow ridge already formed there. Big forehead, massive head. So now look at the masculine
Okay.
end. That's not a cute little girl that's gonna be singing with a sweet voice, preparing to be a pop princess in the future, right? So
Let me try something here. Hold on. Remove. Let me see if this works. Okay. I want to see if I can cut her hair. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I can't do more than this.
This is wild. Pepsi Man said, Ashman is a man. Damn right I am, motherfucker. Dude,
Hold on.
Nico out here got me questioning my genitals. I'm like,
Hold on.
is that my dick? Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay.
Maybe they had surgery on me when I was young. Maybe it's not a
they've
dick.
been doing this. Even Marilyn Monroe is another deceiver,
Oh,
transformer.
Lord. You're
Yeah.
breaking my dad's heart now.
Anyone. They go as far back to the 50s, the 60s, and way before that, right? So Marilyn
Oh, I can't wait to
Monroe.
tell him that. You gotta break his heart.
I've never actually seen that young picture of Mariah. The other ones I've seen shows young Mariah head to toe, and you can see the lanky little boy that Mariah was.
Yeah.
Trust me, do you think it's not fun for me doing this? Like, I had crushes on all the pop princesses too. When I was a teenager, I thought I'd marry Britney Spears. Now look at these people, right? You know what I mean? It's laughable, right? So the sooner you wake up to it, the sooner you can free yourself from the
Yeah.
spell, stop lusting after these demons, right?
Yeah, okay, let me pull it up now. Like this. And
Okay, then after you've done that, seeing as we're on the Mr. T situation, I would honestly like you to bring up all of Mr. T's previous wives, including Melania, and then we're gonna do a quick look and
All
see Ivana Trump and the other one before that, you know. So
Hey,
yeah,
Nico,
we're gonna look
this
into
one
that.
is surely gonna break my heart. What about Elvis?
Elvis? Yeah,
Please don't do this.
my dog is named after Elvis.
Please don't do this.
Elvis, right? Big Elvis fan, but yeah, again,
He's a
these-
woman.
yeah.
Fuck off, man.
Well, this
No,
is the
man.
danger. This is the danger because now everybody is a man or a woman or the opposite.
Yeah,
you know?
that's too much, man.
Because
I can go
I'm-
back and I can show you the timeline from, and it's easy because you have to look at the dates when the children were born. So Lisa Marie is a transformer, born a boy, but during the time of the pregnancy that Lisa Marie was being created, Elvis was fat, right? Why did he gain so much weight and in the face and his arms? Like, he just blew up after the first pregnancy, right? So
yeah,
they get pregnant. They tell you that, oh, they're going into the army to service, and then you never see them for a while because they're giving birth to babies, right? So it's part of the ritual, and it's how they keep them trapped. You really think Elvis is going to speak up against the elite after most of them have committed murder before they get famous or to get famous, right? So that's
but
most of the people we see on TV that run countries and are leaders have all committed murder.
the problem is that that everybody becomes a trans. If you think everybody, like, let's say you say that everybody is a man or a woman.
Everyone on the TV. This is why we need to turn off the TV, put
Yeah.
these cell phones down, and free ourselves, because everything on this computer, on the TV, on the phone, I'm going to tell you right now, 100% device, and go live your lives in the real world, and you'll see real people, real children, right? Not these celebrity Baphomet kids that they change. Like, come on.
I know, but the problem is this. What I'm trying to say is, if it turned out that some of these people that one would say is opposite gender, and it turns out they're not, that kind of discredits the whole thing. If it turns out that, let's say, for example, that this is a woman. I'm not saying it is. I don't know what this is. But let's say it turned out that this was a woman, then that would discredit the whole, thing. You know what I mean? Like, if a case comes up that shows the opposite of what you accuse it to be, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if, let's say, the Rock, is a naked picture comes out with The Rock, and he's rock hard with a giant dick that really looks legit, and he is like totally a guy, then you
but
will lose
but
credibility
Nico would say
because of that.
Nico
No.
would say the dick is fake though.
I have the tools to be able to do the same thing they can do. So they can't fool me. Yeah, they can pull that, like with the Drake thing. Drake the other day was leaked with his schling hanging out in bed, and I already said, nope, it's fake. He just got the surgery done. Like, I just don't even think about it anymore. I don't even care to look at it. I don't care about being discredited, because I know deep down I'm right. They're all doing it, and there's so much information to prove and show. So hopefully you'll get to see some of previous Mr. T's ex-husbands.
Okay.
That's
What should I
wild.
search? What should I search?
What's up, Desiree?
From,
That's
you
she's
can
asking
look-
who's that.
Oh, Ivana Trump for sure. So you can look into just
Ivana Trump. Did I spell that wrong? Ivana. So you're saying Ivana Trump is a dude?
yeah. Yeah, try and find any pictures of Ivana Trump. Yeah, that's when they were younger and on the drugs. Try and find bikini photos, and I'll be able to show the the structure, the digit ratio. Ivana's got a bigger head than Trump, bigger hands, bigger shoulders, longer limbs. There's a picture there. Look at the
Yeah, but
straight.
this is like when she's 99 or something.
No. As you get older, the man, the testosterone, like that's no. I've seen real women age into the 80s and 90s. My grandmother's like 80, whatever, does not have massive shoulders like that and a massive straight back. She's not 6 foot tall, right? That's not how women look and age.
But this doesn't really look like a man's shoulder. Hold on. Does this look? I mean, it might look wide on your screen, but I don't know if the aspect. I mean, it does look wide here, but it doesn't. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Like I said, you heard it from Mark Sargent. We can't wake you up over a cup of coffee. So yeah, at least
Dude, I'm not excluding shit. I'm just not. I don't know if I've said this before. This might sound silly, but I learned a lesson. A few years ago, 7 years ago, I betted $1,500 on Conor McGregor beating Floyd Mayweather because everything was going right for
What?
Conor McGregor. Yeah, there's a point with what I'm saying here.
Okay.
I was like, Conor McGregor was, unstoppable. And here we had Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather hadn't fought in 4 years, and he was like 50 years old or something, 43 or something. His hand was broken. Conor was on fire, blah, 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 blah. And he was like belittling Floyd, and he was just owning the world, and the odds was fantastic on Conor. I was like, yeah, $1,500. Let's go. He's gonna kill Floyd. I was 100% sure. And I was close in the 9th or 10th round. He got him there. But anyways, he did not win. And what I learned from that was never be 100% sure of anything, because I think life has a tendency to smack you in the face if you are 100% sure. Be 99%.
Right.
You can even be 99.9, but leave one little percentage there that you could be wrong. That's what I learned. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying no, I don't believe.
Yeah. And you're right. That's honestly a good way to go about things. Don't ever be too sure of yourself on anything. And for a lot of my life, I was 99% sure of a lot of things. And, but once I woke up to Jesus and God, that the rest of everything becomes 100% surety, right? Like he answers the rest and takes the will and showed me the way. So thank you to Jesus, honestly. Otherwise, I'd still be at 99%. And I knew that we were in a time where God needs some leaders to be 100% to be able to take on this evil NWO that's sweeping across the world, that's already here. We have Super Bowl going down in a few hours. I see Joseph Aquaviva's in the chat. I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing an incredible decode on that too. So I'll be covering that as well.
So you are the only thing you are 100% sure, is that what you're saying, is the Bible and Jesus?
Oh, 100%. And again, 100% that Mr. T is not for us. So I'd like to remind all born agains or Christ followers that the Mr. T is not a good Christian. He's not leading anyone to Jesus, and he's not saving anyone. So please get off the Mr. T train.
Okay, what if I say this regarding religion? You know how I am. I always have to throw shit out there. The Bible says, be aware of the Antichrist, right? And
false prophets, yeah,
he will act like he will bring peace and unite everything and la 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 la, right? So what if
too, by the way,
what is that?
we believe that too, by the way.
You believe that too?
Yeah.
So let me just, before I continue, do you guys believe Jesus will come back to this earth, or is that a no? Like, will he not never come back to this earth? Jesus.
Well, in Islam, he never died. So.
Yeah. I don't know what your version is, Ashman.
He never died because he was resurrected. So yeah, Jesus will return. It is prophesied, and
to this world.
Every prophecy leading up to the said prophecy of Jesus's return, I've been able to see it happen and prove it, which is how I started in the first place. And yeah.
So he will be returning to this world, like
yeah. And we're about to see why he's going to be returning, because chaos is about to ensue. And like Ashman says, the Quran also says that Antichrist will come and bring peace. Well, what's he going to bring peace if there's no war or chaos? So we're about to get the chaos and the war to make the Antichrist look good when he brings peace, when he unites all the nations, when he gives everyone a one world religion, a one world currency through the digital AI. And remember, in 2020, we had C19. AI and Gematria is A1 and I is 9. So there's your 19 again. So your C AI possibly. So
yeah, I know 19 stands for AI or something like that, right?
Correct.
But my point is this: what if you're getting fooled? And hear me out here. How would you know it's not Jesus coming back and not the Antichrist? Because wouldn't their things would be kind of similar, right? Wouldn't Jesus try to bring peace as well?
So yeah, I've already prepared for. It's so crazy that I feel like it's like I've seen or been shown the potentials of the tribulations that's going to happen. And yes, you're right. There is going to be a great deception and a false Christ that may appear for the whole world to see, to trigger, a fake something, right? But
what if the real Christ comes and you will dismiss the real Christ thinking it's the Antichrist? What if that happens? Do you know what I mean? Like, The real Christ is coming, but you're saying, no, that's the Antichrist. What if the devil wants you to dismiss Christ?
You'll know. You'll
I mean, that's the
honestly know.
difference.
There's no ands, ifs, or buts when it comes to Jesus's return. The devil cannot fake it. He cannot have. There's no money, there's no technology in the world that can possibly fake and make Christians believe this is the Christ coming, because when Jesus comes, you'll know he is going to raise the dead of the past, of all living, all at once. He's going to bring everyone, and everyone will see his return. And that is something that Satan will never be able to do.
But what if that is not happening and some figure comes promoting the same things like Jesus?
People will fall for it. Believe me, I already know the technology is very fun.
This could be Jesus.
We have the technology in the sky with the blue beam. They can put deities in the sky, and people will fall to their knees and pray to it, which is not really Jesus. They'll be praying to the AI beast system, right? And then here I will come again, crusading, telling people, get up off the ground. You're worshiping technology. That's not really Jesus. If it was, where's all the dead from the past that Jesus said he'd raise up? So people, I already know, are still going to be deceived up until the very end, right? And I feel like I'm gonna constantly have to be on this crusade, pointing out all the deceptions, using the Bible as the main source of ammunition to prove what should be and what is not as it seems.
Hey, Nico.
Yes.
And do you think at that particular moment when Jesus returns, it'd be very close to the Judgment Day? Basically, at the end.
After the 7 years trial and tribulation, yes.
And do you think that I hate to bring this up, but it's a good point to bring out. Do you think the I country will still be in power over that particular area? I'm only saying that because Jerusalem is a very important figure in biblical history, as Nico knows.
And so is the USA. So we don't know where that biblical land is. They say that the I country and Jerusalem is in the Middle East. But if you look at Jerusalem, what is the middle three letters of Jerusalem? It's the USA, right? So America is modern day Babylon. I wouldn't put it past as twin Jerusalems, and we not being manipulated in this world, thinking that there's so much potential for deception. So yeah.
And Egypt is a very strong place.
Definitely, you can't fake Egypt because the pyramids are there, right?
So much history.
But then there's pyramids everywhere. I've seen pyramids in Antarctica, Japan, under the ocean. It's like, whoa. Yeah, that's the story for another day.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm gonna go back to the religion thing, how do we know? I know I might be repetitive with this, but it's a thing that never really leaves me. How do I know that it's God?
Vince, how do you know that a person is saying the truth in front of you or not? Could you tell? I know that you can tell, right?
Well, when somebody speaks the truth, there are factors in it. Like you have to. Some part of it is, does it come across authentic? But that's not all of it. You have to also, process what they're saying and if it makes sense and stuff like that. Like there's a bunch of factors, for me at least, when I try to see if somebody is speaking the truth or not. I have to feel it. I have to process what they're saying. There's a lot of factors. What is your point?
My point is, if you believe things right now, like the shape of the earth or certain stuff that are related to the truth in the world, you believe in them so much, and if someone tells them to you, you'd know if they're a fake person or not, if they're trying to share that you and him have the same opinions on stuff. You could tell if that person is a fake person or not if you talk to them long enough and see what kind of evidence they thought of, or they're just saying, "Hey, man, I believe the Earth is flat," and when you ask certain questions, they won't know how to answer. Then you know
Yeah.
they're fake. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing, but in a very much bigger scale. Is what I think Nico's trying to say, because there are certain things that only Jesus can do. No matter how strong the devil can get, no matter how strong the Antichrist Christ can get, he will never be able to uh, resurrect people or cure certain diseases, or you know what I mean. So
Mess. Satan is a mess. The image of the beast is the Baphomet. That that is the image. Like, come on, like
But
it's just like everything that Satan does to try and be like God is just like, it's like a 5-year-old trying to create something out of paper. It's
I
like,
know compared to God, yes, Satan is like a 5-year-old. But I think
that's why he hit
Satan-
the firmament, because he knew he could never replicate the exact same thing. He couldn't make his own firmament within the firmament. So he says, you know what? He tried to destroy it. He tried to get Nimrod to build the tower to break through it, but everything failed. So he's like, you know what? I can't break or hide this magnificent creation of God. So I'm just gonna hide it and pretend it doesn't exist.
I'm with you with that. But what I'm saying is, compare the devil to us, though. I think we are the 5-year-olds comparing.
Oh yeah.
So
We're all just children here, yes.
yeah, but what I mean is the difference in potential intelligence between us and the devil, I think, is massive. And that's why I'm asking these questions, because I'm not so 100% sold that what we think is God's things is really God's things, or at the very least, that it has been fiddled around with, that the devil has fiddled around with, at least the Bible. Or I'm not excluding that. You know what I mean? Like, this is funny because you don't exclude that Trump is like you think Trump is 100% with the elites, but you don't think the same very entities can have done a trick on you or religious people regarding the Bible. I think that's funny.
I can explain that. So the word of
Yeah.
God, Revelation, says that this word shall not be changed or manipulated or taken away or added to by anyone, because they will suffer the consequences of the lake of fire. And guess what? Satan knows this and is very, very scared of that word. So that's why he did not take away or add to it. He left it alone, but what he did was just create many other versions. He's okay, I won't change this one, but I'll write my own. I'll make a new international version. I'll make this version, that version, and I'll write whatever I want it to say and put that one out there.
Well, hold on, Nico.
There's 50 different versions of the Bible. One of them is real, right? How are you going to know which one, right? So
when you say that Satan is afraid of that, how do we know that?
because it's there, because he didn't change it, because he knew that, if you look at the way he works within God's rules, right? He plays by the rules. So you have to see that he fears God.
But I don't know what those
everyone.
rules. I don't really know what those rules are when it comes to Satan. I don't know what rules he has to go under.
it's simple. It's simple. I'll give you an example. If me and you have an altercation, and Satan hates you, he just hates you, Vince. He'll make me kill you. He can't kill you himself. He doesn't have the power to do that.
Yeah.
He will corrupt me and make me kill you.
Okay, so what if he
That's an example.
made some people write a book that is said to be God's words? And of course, you would have to put in things that actually sound like God, because otherwise nobody will believe you. It's sort of like with the news. The news have to mix in real life incidents, like on Highway 79, there was a traffic accident where 2 people died, and They have to give you real shit and then mix in bullshit, so that, because if they don't give you real shit, you won't give it credibility.
I believe most media companies are registered under entertainment. So there's no, they don't have to give you anything that's truthful or not. They can give you whatever they want you to believe, right?
But I think part of why people listen to it is because they see something that happens locally to them, like an accident or whatever, a fire or whatever, that gives them credibility, because you're like, oh, they said there was a fire, and that's true. I saw in my neighborhood there was a fire. It gives you credibility, right? Like if I bullshit to you constantly and you realize that I've been bullshitting to you, I lose credibility, right? And the opposite is, if I tell you something and it turns out to be right, I gain credibility, right? That's how isn't
Yeah.
that how it goes?
Yeah.
So the same things goes with the news. They have to tell you some truths so that they gain your trust, and then they push bullshit in between there while they're showing you whatever. So going back to the Bible, Satan would have needed to do the same thing. Throw in truths in there that are undeniable truths, like you shall not kill, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And then God knows what he mixed in there. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm not excluding that shit. I'm not. And
Okay,
to
so
each
speaking
their
about
own.
okay, what about this scenario? So we're talking about Mr. T becoming the president again. If he does, do you believe he's going to win the election this year and become president again? So
Obviously,
if let's just say he does, or whatever happens, whoever wins, right? They'll win the election, and then they'll be inaugurated into office on January 20th, 2025. So this is the inauguration day. It's usually always January 20th or 21st, depending if it's a Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
So I looked at the date durations on the gematria, and the next president will be inaugurated into office in 2025, exactly 666 months since Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
Okay.
You can put July 20th, 1969 to January 20th, 2025 is exactly 666 months on the dot, with 0 weeks and 0 days left over.
What did you say? July
20th,
19.
yeah, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, or for Satan, because that had nothing to do with mankind.
Did you say 1969?
Yeah, July 20th,
Uh,
1969 to January 20th, 2025, which is when the next president will be inaugurated. And somehow it's going to be 666 months, the biggest hoax in recent history, right? So it's all
I just put days. What should I put in the Google thing?
go back to Gematrinator.
Aha. Okay. I thought it was Google.
Yeah.
Where the hell was that? Oh yeah, here. So I should put in.
Go to tools, go up to tools, sorry. The tab that says tools, and go to date durations or date calculator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can put the dates from one certain date to another date, and you can go through the years, days, months, weeks. So we're looking at July 20th, 1969, which is the day that Apollo 11 landed physically on the physical moon, and they bounced out of the shuttle, and then they played golf and put a flag on the moon. That's the story that they gave us on July 20th, 1969. They aired it to the whole world.
Okay, here it says 666 months. All right.
You see it? So go on the left there. You can click the tab. So get rid of days, or just click months. You see where it says months, weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tick those boxes, and you'll see
666 months. That's a interesting number indeed.
And there's an interesting date duration. So the Bible speaks of the number of the beast being made a mark during the end times, during the trials and tribulations, the 7 years of it, leading up to Judgment Day and the return of Jesus. So this is very symbolic, because obviously July 20th is when Satan removed the firmament by deceiving the world into spaceships leaving the atmosphere and landing on the moon. So that deception has lived through everyone's mind and put into all of us from the moment we're born here, right? So
okay, so would you say when can we come to a conclusion? I mean,
So I'm
you
saying-
are
I'm
already
saying- I'm saying that this will be the perfect time to inaugurate the Antichrist, the one world leader of this world that the Bible speaks of. And it would be very fitting if you want to write a story and make it perfect for Satan to rule this world. You'd make it 666 months after the fake moon landing from one of your very masterful deceptions, right? That still bring through science and nonsense today that generates trillions and trillions of dollars in CGI and movie equipment, right? So, and swimming pools. So I'm saying the Antichrist is going to be ushered in and he will take the throne of this world 666 months after the fake moon landing.
interesting.
Also, I've seen a
I wa-
video that everything that is around NASA always revolves around those three numbers. Like
Yeah, and the
uh,
serpent.
the
Yeah, National Aeronautics and Space Administration equals 666. Disney NASA equals 666.
yeah, how big I don't know Uranus is. It's always like you
that
find a
sounded
weird
so
number.
funny. I don't know how big
Yeah, that's always
Uranus is,
weird.
but how big is it, by the way?
Pluto or anything. Yeah. Why the fuck did I choose that number? The fucking planet.
Hey, can somebody clip that? I don't know how big Uranus is, but I hope it fits. You know.
A good thing I was mentioning NASA
Hey,
before I said
we can
that.
have
a good thing.
Nico add the rest by AI. You know, like the rest
Oh,
of the.
great, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hold on, I got this. I got this. This other Gematrix page. I just put in Donald J. Trump, and you know, some interesting words come up.
Match with it, right? You can see what matches identically to what you typed in, correct?
Yeah, I put in Donald J. Trump, and should I put view rude words? Yeah, give me everything, man. Calculate. So what we got is possessive, the resignation of Donald Trump. Behold, Jesus is back. I don't know what that is. The X is God's son, the Messiah. Key of David. Tom
They gave him that.
Key. They did,
gave
huh?
him the key. They gave him the key,
Oh,
Vince.
wait.
They gave him the key. Oh my god.
See, you see the connections? And once you look
Hey,
through it,
Nico, they gave him the key in the fucking temple.
that's what
next to
someone
the-
mentioned, the third temple, right? Come on.
Of the
Yeah.
eye country. Of the eye country.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah, they love him there. He's like a prophet there, man.
Was that
Tom
the
Hood-
image where they were standing over the ball looking like rulers and overlords of this world? Was that then?
I think, yeah.
When he was in the eye
Me and
country?
Vince and I don't know who else saw it on stream live. or
Oh, hold
remember.
on. You know, there's a bunch of things coming up, like Nikola Tesla. I don't know why. Breaking news: Oh Lord Jesus, and I don't know who that is making
Kevin Durant, that's an NBA player.
It's like okay, is making foolish assumptions. Bank of International Settlements. Mark King not heir of God, and he not picking his bride. Update: I hear Tom not the Messiah. Jesus not dead. I am the
agree.
chosen. I am the chosen one. X is the Messiah. Who is X? Elon Musk.
Pirate. What am I going to put? Montreal.
I'm a man and a wolf.
Of the deal.
Art of the deal.
Yeah, I'm just checking. I know that's something to do with this book equals some stuff or matches with other things. So art of the deal.
Behold.
But yeah, you can play it. I spend way too much time on gematria. Believe me, it gives your head some kind of throbbing sensation. So yeah, looking into the stuff is yeah, lots of
Look,
numbers.
what is this? Behold, Jesus is back. God's anointed does not change. Do not be fooled. Europe gets castrations. Jesus in coded. I'm unable to say no to what?
Hey, type in
Is
mandatory.
any mention of the
word
I country there?
mandatory. What did it say? I'm not Satan, by the way. It says here. I'm not Satan. Yeah. What did it say? What did it say? Believe me, I'm not Satan, man.
So go back to the
Mandatory.
yeah, this
Mandatory.
gematria.
Just mandatory.
Do you see the numbers? Go back up to the top with the 3. So look at the simple English gematria one. You see what it says?
666.
Okay, yeah. So that was so now type in the V word, VACCINATION.
Ah, okay.
It's going to be an identical match. But take away take away mandatory and just put
Okay.
the all the with the shun TIO.
Okay. Okay.
Add
Okay.
ATION.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, mark of the
That's-
beast or not? Revelation 13:18 tells us to
Tremendous.
Okay, let me put in this thing.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what to put in for that one. Give me a second. I think I had that one ready yesterday. Okay, put in mark of beast.
Okay.
Will equal that for sure. Okay, you can put in COVID mandate equals that. Receive a mark equals that. Barak arm mark equals that. A COVID VACCINE equals that. And SM 102 VACCINATION equals the exact same number, all in the same ciphers. This was decoded by Joseph Aquaviva, so I got that from you there, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, I think.
You see that, guys? Yeah, I can show it on the screen here.
Yeah, I think I missed some of your stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. SM 102 vaccine. I put that in. Hold on. I just
All
did that.
tied in, and you see, all in the same cipher. It's all going to reveal the same 666 that the Bible tells you to look for.
But I put the last one in, this one, and it didn't get to the triple six.
Oh, let me see this one. I don't know.
Is
It might be in reverse. So you don't have all the ciphers there. So maybe that one's in the reverse version of the forward, right? But yeah, most of them are
Yeah.
in the same forward one. So yeah, you
All
can
eyes
see.
on me.
So yeah, gematria is a very interesting tool. It's not for everyone, but for those that are doing this truth seeking and really looking into things and going down
I knew
multiple.
you were gonna type that. Vince.
It's great.
What did you know I would type? Jesus.
I knew you were gonna type Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see.
Jesus equals 74. Lucifer equals 74. So yeah, the copy is these are copy, right? So
Yeah, stored memory of God, or stored memory God, the only one, the Lord of love, Ukraine Nazis. Okay. Veritas, Jesus Christ, Lion of Judea. Can you help me? No. Can you help me, angels? Meow. I am what? I am that I am is Sitting Bull. 116. Yeah. See I God rise against enemy. I mean, there are good and bad stuff in almost everything we type. Like
how about bringing up the Mr. T card from the Steve Jackson card game?
Okay,
So
well, where should I type? On Google.
Yeah, Mr. T Peter or Steve Jackson card game, right? So he has a card in that deck. 1995, I believe that game was created.
What should I type? Mr. P.
Trump card, Steve Jackson.
Trump card, Steve Jackson. Yeah, this is the old Illuminati card game.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah. So
yeah, I've seen this this picture, right?
Exactly.
Oh man, that's such a small one. But
yeah, there you go. Enough is enough. There you go.
but hold on. I know it has
There's a
similarities.
flat earther card. There's a trucker card. There's a card for everything. Yeah.
His nose is a little bit pointy on the card.
Yeah.
Well,
There was a card for the towers too. There it is. I see you scroll past it.
yeah. But I'm talking about the Trump comparison. Yes,
Yeah.
there are similarities, but it doesn't necessarily have to be him. I mean, the nose on the card is a little bit pointy. If you look, did I have it up? If you look there, I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it's him, but a lot of people say that, oh yeah, this is what they were referring to. Look at that.
And the mouth is wider, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a character had in mind. So, yeah, very similar.
It could be him. Could also not be him. But yeah, it could definitely be him. But I mean, we only have like less than a year to find out, right? Like, I mean, you already made up your mind, but for me, I'm like, yeah, in less than a year or so, we're gonna find out for real. I mean, you know, definite. Like, is he with them? Is he not? Or you don't think that? I mean, obviously you don't, but you know, play with me here. Like, you don't think that?
Yeah, but how do you see it playing out, Vince? So let's say that he is here for us. What is his plan? How is it going to play out? Let's say he wins the election this year. Everyone votes for him. He gets inaugurated 666 months after the fake moon landing. Then what does he do for us, the people? How does he take on the establishment? How does he show that he's not a part of it and just another puppet?
Yeah. One thing I want to say to that is, and you might not agree, but I do think when you reveal stuff, for example, when he talks about AI being bad to the normies, or when he says electronic cars are bad to the normies, or when he says that climate, you know what, is bullshit to the normies.
Yeah, did we really need Trump to tell us that? We had Terminator since the 80s, right?
Hold on, yeah, but he's in the position to, you know, wake up normies. So when he says the Transformers is bad and fucked up to the normies, he's kind of, in a sense, when he goes against these things, he's opening up for others to also be able to back that up. Like, for example, when a lot of high, what do you say, like people with high status in society, whatever, when they call stuff out, it makes the population, it makes it a little bit more okay for the population to also start calling it out. Do you know what I mean? Like, what was it? Like when that.
That's the best form of control. So why does it have to be regulated? Why isn't anyone going to call anything out, even though I'm telling them or you're telling them? Why wait for someone like Trump? That goes to show that
because we have no power,
control over the masses.
No, but we have.
Yeah.
No. We don't have that power. Like, you know, that's really why status in fame and shit actually has some power, because people look up to people with fame and status. That's why a bitch like Cardi B, a fucking whore, you know, stripper, you know, pointless, soulless, talentless garbage of a human, has way more of weight behind her words than any of us do. A whore. A literal whore.
Baphomet. That's not really a woman. Women don't act like that. Once you know the difference between the sexes, male and female, real women are shy, are very timid. They're not overtly vulgar. They're not comfortable in doing those kind of pornographic
I
scenarios.
know.
Like it's disgusting.
I know,
it's
but
not
man
real.
or woman, she's a whore. I'm just bringing up an example of a whore that has way more influence than we do. So, but why is that? Because she has a lot of following, a lot of people pay attention to her. So if she were to say something like Transformers people are bad or AI is bad or something, that would have some influence. That would do some changes to the masses, because once you hear something that is true, it will not go away. Just as you said earlier in this stream, I think you said it. When something is true, it stays there. It's like the flat earth, you can't go back. So in my opinion, even if he's with them, when he is saying these things about AI, Transformers people, electric cars, climate, this and that, when he says that, it actually does good, because whether he's with them or not, the people are getting, they get to hear that. So that's one thing that I would think is positive, even if he was with them. That if he becomes president and he does things and says things to that extent, I think it's good. But then if he actually starts to do stuff that actually goes against that, like actionable stuff that actually starts to deal with Transformers, climate, like getting rid of the climate bullshit, because that is the end goal. It looks like the climate enslavement plan looks like the end goal of the elites. So if he actually starts to work against that and not only speaks against it, but also starting to dismantle it, I think that's a good sign, because that is their end goal. What do you think their end goal is, Nico?
Yeah, I don't
Like-
have time to wait for a billionaire puppet like Trump to maybe win and president and dismantle this corrupt government. Like we have
Yeah,
to
I'm not.
stand up and do it for ourselves.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying you should wait. I'm not
waiting.
saying you should wait.
That
No,
would be nice. I already went through
Yeah.
that in 2016, and it's like, yes,
Yeah,
finally, he's gonna stand for people like us that don't want to be a part of this. But no,
yeah. I'm not saying we should wait. I mean, what we're trying to do right now is not waiting. This is not.
yeah,
waiting.
you're right. Yeah,
I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt if he's on our side. And if he is, he is. If he's not, he's not. But I also believe we're kind of screwed if he's not, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying we're fucked, but it's not looking good if he's with them. It's not looking good. It's still not over, but it's not looking good. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just giving reasons that if I saw him speak against these things and do actionable things against these things, I still think it's a positive whether he is with them or not. If he does not do that, though, if he does not speak against these things that I mentioned and actually starts to work for it, then I will say, yeah, he is with them. He's now in his second term, and he is doing things for those, things. Yeah, that I will. For me, then it will be decisive. Like, yes, he is with them. So we have less than a year to see if that will happen or not. In the meantime, we're still gonna do what we're doing. I don't see how we're losing. Are we losing with him being with them or not? Like, I don't see how we're losing. Listen, okay, let me say this. Would it be better with or without him? Right now, this exact moment, would it be better if he was not there and we got a Hillary or Obama in there spewing out the same bullshit that they always done? Or is it better with him there, even if it was with them? Which situation is better? Nothing?
Is the question for me?
To both of you, yeah, you're here too. I mean, you're the moderator, but that doesn't mean you can't speak, man. But to both of you.
Yeah, I would say if it's for the world in general, I wouldn't see how a lot of things would change. But for America, yeah, he's the better one for America for sure. But his policies, I mean, in foreign countries with his foreign policies, I wouldn't say how this would value any. I mean, the same thing would still be happening in any oppressed country, or I mean, you know what I mean. He's not going to be
So, in
a
general, are we
hero.
better off with him being in the scene or not? That's basically what I'm saying. Like, are we better off with this guy around, even if he's with them, or not? Your sound is, yeah, Ashman. Yeah, and now it's good.
My sound.
No, it's good now.
Yeah, that's a question I can't answer.
You
I
can't-
know
you
what you're
can't
trying to
answer.
say, Vince. I know what you're trying to say. If I was living in America, I would, of course, say, yeah, Trump is better for the
But
country
yeah,
economically.
you don't need
and
to
stuff
be
like
living in America. I'm thinking for the world, calling out Transformers, even though Nico thinks he is a Transformers himself.
Donna Trump. Oh,
Yeah.
Donna.
Isn't that, yeah, that's a song, right? Donna.
Yeah.
Nico should make a song. Yeah, Nico, last time you said you were a singer, right?
Singer, yeah.
No, I was
Yeah.
making music
Vince.
and tunes, but yeah, I don't mind singing, but I'm not a singer. I'm actually
What?
the leader of the Crusaders of the Resistance. So for anyone that has seen me for the first time, I'm here in Canada. We've been fighting against this evil. I'm here. I'm proving Bible prophecy. That's my ministry as Crusaders of the Resistance. So yeah,
You're King, what's his name? Baldwin? You remember the guy from the guy who crusaded in Jerusalem? What's his name? Killed King, the guy who had leprosy or something.
King?
They took there was many crusades, some a bit more brutal than others, but
King
yeah.
Baldwin, I think, or something like that. The guy who went against Salahuddin. I don't know if you know. Anyway.
Okay,
Never
so
mind.
going back to the question,
Mhm.
is it better with him around or not? It's really simple. It's a
It doesn't
simple
even it
question.
doesn't matter at this point where we are in the timeline coming up to the end. It doesn't even matter anymore. So yeah, I'm past all these politicians and having them affect my life or which one's going to do a better job for 4 years. Yeah, it's
But you have to admit, though, nobody has been revealing as much stuff as this guy has been doing. Even though he hasn't revealed everything we would wish. Yeah, yeah, take it. Yeah, huh? Even though he hasn't been revealing everything we kind of would want him to reveal, we can't deny that this man has single-handedly revealed way more than any other guy in the presidency. We have to be real with what we've seen, man. We have to, we have to stay real with things.
How about this? Ask the people in the comments, because most of them live in America.
Well,
right?
you're the moderator.
Pepsi Man, Pepsi Girl.
Why don't you?
Yeah, I'm the moderator, but I don't live in the US, Vince. I understand your question. What I said is, yeah, on paper, he's a much better president, probably the best president that US has ever had for the US. But for foreign policies,
I'm not even talking about presidency. I'm talking about somebody with that, what would you say? That position be spewing out stuff that we can't really say. He can say stuff we can't. And that does some change in people's minds, So are we better off?
We are spewing out stuff that he can't. What do you mean?
That's true. But nobody gives a fuck. I mean, they give some fucks, but not to the same extent.
Not the extent of Trump. Yeah, I get what you mean,
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. We can say some stuff that he can't. But yeah.
Yeah, my God, I'm probably gonna have to leave soon, but yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's It's been fun.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is going to be going down here, so I'll be looking at it, and many others will be. Not because I'm a big fan of this sport, but because there's going to be things to be looking out for. So that's going on. I don't know if you guys
I
are
mean,
watching it or looking
No,
I
but
saw
into
something about
those
that.
parts of the world. But yeah,
it's in the
I
US,
saw
right? Yeah.
Las Vegas, Sin City.
Oh yeah.
I saw
Sin
something
City.
about that
Satan
the
City.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
I saw in 2020 the score was something,
Yeah.
but the events of that year, 2020, are very similar sports wise to the
Yeah,
events of this year. Even the Super Bowl's
same
final.
two teams. It's the same two teams.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So Vince, if the score is the same,
Yeah.
that means in March, it's gonna happen.
yeah.
Like 2020 all over again.
Oh, the
The
sniffles.
the sports events are exactly the same
Yeah.
as 2020.
It'll be a perfect time
Exactly.
to unleash. They already
The
have the new
scores, the teams,
event.
everything.
It's called Disease X, and they'll be unleashing it just in time for the April 8th eclipse, which hits America and forms the X over it, right? So
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. When you say the teams are lining up, are you meaning like the Devils versus the whatevers? Like the same teams,
Yeah.
or what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yes.
the same two teams made it to the Super Bowl in 2020, and it's the same two teams matched up that made it again in 2024.
Ah, so
And it's the same
okay.
two people fighting for the presidency, Trump Biden in 2020, and it's going to be Trump Biden 2024.
Okay, but you know what? This time, let's go balls out. Okay, no holding back. I mean, I'm not saying any of us held back
Yeah, man.
the other time, but this time, let's go, man. Let's go balls out, calling out
Looking
this
forward
bullshit.
on
But
getting
I will say
arrested
this
again.
before Nico, and we all have to go. But I will say this though. I hope. Yeah, your sound is fucking. Oh, now it's good. I hope though that this time won't be what people suspect, including myself, that they will have a switch where they will actually create a real one this time. Do you know what I mean? Because that will be way harder for people like us to say, hey, listen, this is bullshit. It will be way
Yeah.
harder for us to say this is bullshit if people are actually dropping.
Yeah, like
I
a
just-
plague situation. Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck can you speak against that? People are dropping and you're like, this is bullshit. It's gonna be hard. But I just hope that's not the case. I hope it's the same like the sniffles. But yeah. Any final words, people? Guys?
Yeah.
Final words?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting arrested again. And yeah, it's gonna be a
That's
fun
nice.
season, man. Yeah.
That's nice.
Hey,
Uh,
man, you gotta be
forward to that.
positive with these things, man. Yeah. Telling
Absolutely.
people to not wear mouth
diapers.
diapers and not get jabbed for 8th or 9th time,
Well, they will if people drop. Believe you me.
Oh yeah. Oh,
If
yeah.
they took 5 when people were not dropping, if people will drop, they will like take 20 or 15 of them. That's what I would predict.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
To
listen,
actually-
man. This is gonna be a very twisted and evil thought on my behalf, but if a season like that is coming again, make money during it. Take advantage, like those scumbags took advantage in 2020. Yeah, go in the stock market and start predicting stuff, and yeah, make money. That's my advice. At least get
That's good.
something out of that bullshit that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Good advice. Nico?
This guy has great advice, man. And it goes back to something he said last week about men and their just the way they are and the way they would like to self-destruct when they're set on something. It's like the rabbit's gonna jump on the tiger. Like he doesn't care. Once he's set and going after it, I'm already at that stage right now. That's
Oh
me.
yeah, Ashman said that, right? Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
I've got to a point where I'm ready to charge and jump all over these devils, whether I'm the rabbit jumping on the tiger or the dragon. I don't care. What happens to me? Like I said, I'm so set on this. And so, like, all of it, it's going to happen. We're going to see the Super Bowl. Everyone here is saying it's going to be very satanic. Kano saying that
Always. Yeah.
things so much is going to be revealed tonight. So yeah, lots of people are anxious over this or patiently waiting. So
Is the Super Bowl tonight? Is it tonight?
Yeah,
When
in
is
the
it?
next few hours, right? A couple of
Okay.
hours time. It's going to be Usher and Ludacris and Little John performing for the.
A bunch of fake artists. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not expecting anything to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to be boring and mediocre like any other Super Bowl, but the ritual would have taken place whether we see it or not, and the world will change for like the next week. It's just going to be different, and that's how it goes in stages, right? So the next phase is about to be unleashed upon us. And yeah, I want to make sure I'm ready to challenge whatever's coming our way. Not everyone's going to be ready, and not everyone is crazy like myself that is going to, just pretty much risk and sacrifice myself for whatever this is. But it's got to that point. If this is the war, and if all our ancestors had to go through war and made the sacrifice to live or die for their nation or for their country or for their religion, then this is our war. This is our time. And yeah, I'm more than ready. I can feel it in my solar plexus, in my gut, my stomach. Like it's here.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't arrived yet, but it's like, okay, I'm ready. Let's get it going. Like I want it to go down now because it's no more beating around the bush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've been tiptoeing around this NWO for decades, and it's about time. If it's gonna happen, let's go.
I agree. I just want to say, like, I'm totally with you with that. Like, let's go, but let's be sure that we're going at the right moment. Like, let's just not go at the first.
No, right. But as soon as that flag drops, then
yeah,
I'll
make
be
sure it's the right time to go.
Yeah. I'll be screaming live. I'll be screaming and yelling like a madman, screaming,
Yeah.
I told you so, even though it's not going to mean anything by then. I've been waiting for this I told you so for too long. Like it's way past the point. I don't even care for the I told you so, because by the time it comes and happens, it's going to be irrelevant, right? The world's going to be in shambles. So it's not going to feel good to be I told you so when it's inevitably about to happen.
Quickly, I've been seeing on Twitter these mouth diaper people. They keep coming back and making fun of the.
They never went away.
Yeah, but there was a time where there was like, okay, we was wrong, but you don't have to stick it in our face or something like that. But now they're coming back and saying like, haha, like they're coming back and acting as if they were right all along. Like there's some twistedness, at least what I see on Twitter. Like a lot of mouth diaper people on my feed. Like, wear your mouth diaper. It's like, what the fuck? Have you not learned anything? Or are you just plain NPC people like Agent Smiths? Maybe they are. But yeah, anyways, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's a great attitude. And we're going to definitely do stuff in the coming months. Because I believe this year will be fireworks in a good or bad way. Mostly bad, probably. But yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Nico, great. This was a great debate. We should I mean, this is probably the only thing we are not agreeing on, really, right? The Trump, or do we have more? Because I love debates. It's nice to not
religion as well. You're not Christian.
Religion. Should we do a religion too? I don't know.
No, I don't like religion. But it's interesting, but it's too sensitive and upsets too many people.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the point across without offending people, right? And no matter how many times I say I can't speak safely regarding that topic, so
Yeah. I don't take offense to shit. Like if I don't want everybody to agree on everything. I like to hear different
Talking about
and
religion, it's like talking about race. We could start a race war with just discussing blacks versus whites, or whites versus Asians, or who's the strongest, who's the weakest race on earth, who's got better genetics. Like, we could talk about that, debate it, and get ourselves into a whole lot of trouble and start a whole new race war or some kind of trouble, right? So believe me, I'd love to talk about all that stuff, right?
Well,
let's do it then. No, but really, I mean,
listen, Nico, if you're afraid that me and Vince are gonna get offended, just don't worry.
yeah, are
Yeah.
you thinking we are getting offended? No, fuck no.
Or if we
people.
say something disrespectful about Christianity, it's gonna, I don't know, move you emotionally, then yeah.
Oh, I'm numb to anything and everything in this world. I'm numb. There's nothing that offends me. I've been going through
So we're good.
so much stuff going on. Like,
So we can talk about it.
believe me, I'm not offended by anything, and I don't care. Yeah, a little bit. I don't want to offend people because I'm trying to like do a mission here. So offending people is not really what I'm here to do. But yeah, I'm not gonna shy away from anyone that does need to be offended, even if or insulted. I don't shy away from fights or anything like that. So more than
So-
ever.
I'll tell you this, Nico. If someone gets offended with you telling something about something, yeah, there's a lot of somethings there. If
Well,
if
no
you
matter what,
if,
people will
if someone get
offended.
offended,
Yeah, no matter how
offended
much.
because yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no matter how much you tiptoe around something, like no matter how much evidence or articles you could show someone, like people are always gonna feel a certain way, whether they're that race or they know someone that race. It's like you can't make everyone happy, right? So, but eventually, I'm just gonna get on and start telling it how it is, like for the fact, and just not care what people think. But when it comes to the race thing right now, it's getting to the point because there's a lot of people in my community over in Canada that really are trying to start a race war. So we have a lot of like small town Canadian white men or women, then they're out there pushing a narrative that black people are violent and aggressive. And you've seen the videos on Twitter of all these black kids beating up a white kid, like 10 black kids beating up one white kid. And then you'll see the poster saying something like, oh, you see, this is why the borders need to be closed, or this is why we need to keep our children separate from those children in the schools, and they need to have their own restaurants. Like, I'm like, what the hell? And this is allowed on the internet, and people don't see that as racism. So I've called out some of those people, and their thing is like, oh, I'm not racist. I'm like, this is bloody well damn racism, and I'm going to call you out for it. If you want to start a race war, you're going to get one. And if you're white and you're trying to start a race war with the black people of all races, you're stupid, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to get demolished. It's not a fair fight, right? So go ahead.
Well,
I think I think we can talk about races because we are very multi. I mean, we're not.
Yeah,
none of us
I'm mixed
is actually
race.
white.
I have
Yeah,
black,
me
I
too,
have
man.
white and brown in my family, so I don't
Dude.
come.
Oh, really? So you're black,
I'm-
white, and something else.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm Italian, North African. I don't know what Vince is.
I'm Iranian. So
Iranian. Yeah, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He's Persian. Yeah, we even have a Mexican in the chat. Hey, Pepsi man, shout out to Pepsi man.
yeah, he can join. But
So yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
down.
see. Not
I'm
now, but we should
No,
do
not
the
now.
race
Yeah.
thing, and I'll bring up some stuff and show you. Like, you're on Twitter, right, Vince, or X
Yeah.
now, but you see those posts from
I do.
certain, but especially like people like, what's his name, Stu Peters, one of them big Freemasons with hundreds of thousands of followers. They're all pushing that the I country is a satanic this and that, right? They're all pushing that
Yeah.
black people are dangerous, so they're really pushing to start chaos.
But I do want to talk about that because it's interesting to hear our perspectives. I mean, I don't want to talk about that to stir shit up.
Oh, if I'm talking about it, it's gonna be to stir stuff up. There's no other way about it. You cannot make peace with talking about this subject. So if these Illuminati or Freemasons or controlled oppositions want a race war, then I will help get it started, because I already know I'm on the right side of any war that goes down. So I'm ready.
Well, yeah. I don't know if he's gonna start a race war.
Oh,
in that case,
I'm in a white supremacist movement here in Canada. I'm surrounded by white supremacists for the last 4 years. They hate colored people. So if there's anyone from the
That's
Black
stupid.
community that is watching this right now, they are trying to start a race war. They are trying to criminalize Black people and label them as violent and dangerous. And
But that's
get ready.
stupid.
I am calling upon all Black people, mixed race people. Get ready, stand up. I'm here and I'm ready to lead the way. These dangerous satanic puppets are trying to start a race war, so we are going to bring it and give it to them.
So you don't think we can stop a race war?
No, if they want it, it's part of the chaos, right? So don't let them start something on their terms. Get ahead of the game and bring it to them. Don't let them have the luxury of doing things on their terms, right? They think everything's done on their time. So no, we know the script. We have the Bible. We have God. We have Jesus. We have the Quran. Whatever it may be, we know what the next phase of the plan is. We already know they're gonna lock down and face diapers and disease X this, right? They're gonna do all of it again. So I say we embrace it. We can't stop it, right? Who are we? So let's unite. Tell the races what's going on. Tell the Arabs that white America wants the borders closed and have them all kicked out, right? They don't want to see Palestine celebrating in their streets. Same in Canada. The racism is on a next level like I've never seen before. And they're slick. They're not out there using derogatory terms and saying, we want these N-words out of the country, man. It's like, we don't like your kind around here. No, it's not the 60s. Everything's advanced. They have slick and sly, sneaky ways of getting their point across, right? And I'm going to be bringing it all up.
But hold on, Nico, before we go. If you're saying that all white people are like that, isn't that also kind of racist?
Well, of course. That's why I said there's no safe way of talking about this. So like I said, we're going to have to prepare. I know people are probably like, whoa, this is getting a bit crazy now, but don't worry, I'm not going to get into it without having evidence first, without having everyone's eyes being able to see, and me and Vince and Ashman here scroll through, whether it's the Twitter platform or Instagram, and we're going to pick out all these high-ranking profiles on these media sites that are pushing this hate towards the races, right? And trust me, it's going to take me 5 minutes. I can come up with 100 accounts with all these posts against Arabs and Blacks, and it's easy, right? So it's not going to be hard, but that's why we should wait to do it and gather it and put all these people on blast and have people analyze it for themselves and say, is this person trying to start a race war? What are they trying to say by showing this video of 10 Black kids bullying one white kid? Why are they showing this? What's the point? What's the, there's a reason.
I agree. But also, we do live in a world. I mean, this is going to get longer if we're going to continue talking about this, but we do live in a world where cameras are everywhere and shit does happen. So if some fight breaks out, if it is Black people or if it is white people, should that not be shown? I mean, I would wish that none of this shit should be shown, but that's not the reality in social media, right? All kinds of weird shit is shown. Like, how much of it is just to show what's going on, and how much of it is to actually stir shit up, like Nico says? Like, it's maybe you have to, I don't know. It's very hard to determine who, I don't know. But I do want to discuss it. I want to discuss everything. Yeah. I want to discuss Transformers. Right? Let's go. Let's go. I want to discuss Transformers. And I believe Transformers is a mental disorder, and I stand by it. And I know why I say it, because I can back it up. Transformers is a mental disorder, and gay and lesbian is a sexual disorder, and I can stand by that too because it's true. Okay, so I want to talk about those things. I want to talk about other things that you can't talk about as well. So yeah.
Dope. Nice. Yeah, we're almost closing 3 hours, so that's great.
Yeah. But Nico, I don't know. We can do other streams. Us three, whatever subject. I just like fascinating subjects and also things you can't talk about. I like something that is interesting and that is kind of breaking the mold, breaking,
I've been talking about this for too long. I'm almost pretty much at my wit's end with talking and discussing.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
action. Actions speak louder than words. So I am
Absolutely.
currently raising up an army. That's it. Can't really
Abs-
talk too much, but everyone needs to read
Bro, is
out.
about to start a
me.
civil war over there in Canada.
War, it's a World War III. So we can't have World War III without the whole world being involved. So if there is a World War III that's about to go down, then we're all going to be involved in it, and we all need to make sure we have our own small armies or big armies with us. I'm definitely not going to be going through this alone. So it's coming. It's 100% coming. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a mess. This is why the Antichrist will be praised, because he'll be able to bring peace against the race war, against the religious war, against the war against nations, and it's going to be chaos. So you can't pretend it's not going to happen and then hide away at home and tune in for 6 p.m. news every night. No, I'm going to be more involved in this war than anything. So I'm ready, and I'm waiting, and I can't wait.
I believe you. I do. I believe
Me
you,
too,
man.
man. I'll bring my gun and I'll come to Canada, man.
This is exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna read some comments, but Nico.
Yeah, I gotta head off. I'm out. It's been great. All the
Yeah.
Crusaders and all of Vince's followers and Ashmans. Thank you, everyone. It's been honestly a good discussion.
Yeah.
I had no
Appreciate it,
preparation
man.
for this. Vince just said, "You want to debate with Trump? You're obviously
Yeah.
against war," and I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah, that was my idea. This shit.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's been great.
And we talking. Maybe we talk some other stuff later on. Okay.
Nice.
we will for sure. So I'm just gonna end my life here, and then I'll say goodbye to all you guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me just read some comments because I never do that. You know what I mean? Not too long ago though. Family Circle Show. What's up, Family Circle Show? Pepsi Man, C4 Duke. God is great. Trump is our last wall of defense. Do you hear that, Nico? Before the world collapses. Trump 22. Trump 2024. Nico Trudeau 2024. Nico Trudeau. That's a bad comment. That's a bad combination, man.
Oh, is he saying Nico over Trudeau or Nico / Trudeau? But yeah.
Yeah, that you're the president and Trudeau is the vice president.
Yeah, it could start that way, but it definitely won't continue and end that way. That's for sure.
Yeah, Trudeau will get stabbed in his sleep very quickly. Yeah.
Pussies get offended, Pepsi Girl. The snowflakes that get offended are the lefties. That's it. The lefties control the media. Vince's channel doesn't really have lefties. I wish I had. I want to talk to lefties.
Wait, did you read those comments from C4 Duke? Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who you are.
Yeah, that's C4 Duke. Also called Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man. He's the Mexican I told you about.
He's the Mexican, California guy in Mexico. Mexican guy in California.
He's an
Shit.
American. I'll just joking with that.
Yeah, he's saying
Great.
some good stuff about what's going on with the race war in America too.
Yeah. Is it race war has been around here forever? And here in the US, black people are very protected and white people are the criminals, according to the left mainstream media.
Yeah. That's exactly how they want it to be, to anger the white people, which is why they're triggered so much because of all the black this, black pro-black, they're changing all the Disney character princesses to black people now. So
yeah, pushing that shit.
They're pushing and poking the white race to get so angry. They opened the borders and brought in all these people from other countries, and they're doing their rallies and protests on American land, and all the white people are just being poked to trigger it and start this. And they're all speaking up, getting angry on social media, trying to tiptoe around that they're racist, but I can see right through it. And I think it's about time we start exposing these accounts, these people that are trying to start and trigger a race war.
Yeah, literally. What's up, Metal Fury? literally the white people in the United States are worse than the devil if you're not a lefty. The illegals and blacks and the LGBTQ A B C D E F G groups are super protected here. 100% or 99.99%.
Same Canada too. Yeah, it's the same Pepsi guy.
Yeah. Vince, you got your Second Amendment rights. Fuck no.
No, he doesn't.
I don't have any rights.
Dude, I don't either. Legally, of course, speaking.
Yeah.
Other stuff we can just, off the
But
street.
listen, immigrants apparently, but they have like rifles and grenades and shit.
Yeah.
And rocket
thinking.
launchers in Sweden, man.
They're thinking,
rocket.
man. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Expecting
who
wars,
is-
you know.
who is allowing them to have a rocket launcher in Sweden? Rocket launcher, dude.
Yeah.
We barely have knives here. This guy comes with a rocket launcher. Yeah, who provided that immigrant in Sweden a rocket launcher? That's what I want to know. Dude comes with... What the fuck?
Yeah, I can see. I can see if you guys
Rambo.
Yeah?
eat. I'm here.
Okay, yeah, you're just gonna eat. I'm the white Pepsi girl. I'm married.
Yeah,
to
you
a
are,
white-
Blondie.
I'm married to a white woman, says Pepsi Man. Me too. My wife is white. Swedish white.
Yeah, back to what Pepsi guy was saying. So the
Yeah.
reason why they have protected the blacks and why they have protected the LGBTs and protected immigrants is to anger the white race, is to keep the stronger races like the black race more comfortable and secure, so they feel like, oh, we have everything. We worked so hard to get to this point in this country. We were slaves once, and now they finally got. So that's how they subdued the whole black culture, so they wouldn't speak up and stand against the government, because the government finally gave them everything they wanted.
Yeah, so they kind of bought them in a way.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
the black people have yet to stand up against the tyranny. For the last 4 years, like I said, I've been surrounded by white supremacists, because it's only the white people that are angry what's going on in the countries in North America here. And the black people are like, whoa, we don't want no beef. We finally got all our money from slavery. We're finally respected and treated like normal citizens. The cops aren't just beating us for being black anymore. So yeah,
Yeah, and then they will not have any problem with the whites being beat by the cops or the whites being treated bad, because they will
Yeah.
be like, hey, you had
Very
your
well-
time. You had your time, motherfuckers. Now it's our time. Yeah, now you're the slave. Fuck you, white people.
Or very
Not-
well thought out psychological warfare, playing the races against each other, playing the cultures and religions, and
Yeah.
now the sexes. We got LGBTs, and we got homosexuality versus heterosexuality.
That's why I want to talk about Transformers and also homosexuality and lesbians, because we need to talk about that, because it's not normal. It's not natural. And, it's, going too far, man. The whole world is going gay, man. Okay? That's what the fuck, man. It's not natural. And my favorite artist is gay, Freddie Mercury. But anyways, there's a divide here. There's a divide in this world, and we need to get rid of the divides. But you say it's not possible. But, we still got to have some hope. I know it sounds silly. It sounds silly. But we still got to have some fucking hope that maybe it will not happen. Maybe the wars will not break out. What if? Don't you believe in miracles? Miracles. I sound like a fucking hippie. But there might. What is a miracle? Just before you thought everything would go down the drain, something happened that stopped it all. But that's just fairy tales, right? But aren't those fairy tales similar to the fairy tales of the religions? Aren't there? God came and, flooded everything. I don't know.
Another stream, man. Another stream. Yeah.
Okay.
We go past the, but yeah. Weren't we like closing? Like.
Yeah, we
fucking
were
15
closing, and
minutes
now
ago?
Nico's eating. We're talking about some completely different subject.
Yeah, you were reading the comments, so people have no, we had a lot of viewers. I just checked my stuff on mine. We had like 98 viewers live at one point. So
Cool.
yeah,
That's
and
good.
currently no restrictions on
good.
the video, which is safe. Our code words are working, but we do go off sometimes and say some crazy stuff.
Oh, so you don't think after the fact it's in danger though? Like
Oh yeah. They're still gonna review it. But currently there's no restrictions, but I expect it to get limited over the next few hours.
I mean, we haven't said that bad of a things. I mean, you probably said the NWO in its full name, but I don't know if that's bad. And maybe I've said that too. I don't know. But I specifically remember you, Nico, saying the NWO. But maybe we shouldn't say the, NWO in its full name next time. I don't know. I don't know. What are they? Other than that, have we said anything bad? We haven't said sniffles, right? Sniffles.
We've been good.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
so good that it hasn't raised any red flags currently. So well done.
Yeah. So I think if we just keep up with that, keep up with the code words, I think it will be good.
Awesome.
And let's talk. Let's do more streams about interesting subjects, and let's do it. Let's go, man. You never know if you die tomorrow or today or in an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's go. Okay, Ashman, you were a good moderator.
Sure.
Who won? Ashman,
Yeah.
who won?
Right.
Nico? Did
Yeah.
Nico win? Did Nico win?
I'm Swiss, man. I'm Swiss. My bank account
you?
is full. I'm Swiss. I'm
You should be
neutral,
a-
man.
You should be a politician, man, if you're in the
Don't fight
middle,
me. I'm
man.
neutral.
Right, Nico? You should be a politician if he's in the middle.
I didn't even know if someone was going to win this, but I think
I'm
we all
just kidding.
we all brought some great arguments. We just
Yeah.
gotta
We're all winners, man.
let the people
Yeah.
decide, what certain arguments were best for both sides, right? Like, was there anything that I said that was like, yeah, for sure, Trump
Yeah,
is not for us. So
Yeah, I
don't know.
just said that because usually, everybody that watches debates, they're like, "Who won? Did he win or did he win?" I don't really think anybody wins. It's like you bring your arguments, I bring my arguments, and you see what's up. And some people that are on your side will say you won, and some people that thinks that the same things I think. Probably thinks, but I think Vince is right. Like, it's just.
What evidence did either of us bring? I honestly didn't bring any evidence apart from just my thoughts and theory. And I don't, it's just, we can discuss this till we're blue, but it's like, I don't think we have either party, either argument has concrete evidence, right? So.
Yeah, we just have speculations.
Thanks, Duke. C4 Duke says I won by a landslide.
How dare you? Pepsi
So
Man.
what did it for you? What information that did it for you? Because like I just said, none of us really brought any valid evidence, but the talking points, which talking points was it?
Yeah, which talking points was it, man?
He's just trolling, man.
Oh, you think Pepsi Man is trolling?
Yeah, Nico's too innocent for him, man.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, he is trolling. Nico,
He
he's
wasn't
trolling.
here, man.
He's trolling me, huh?
Yeah, I think he is
Oh,
because I
yeah.
believe Pepsi Man is a Trumper.
Yeah, he's a Trump
Yeah?
supporter.
Yeah, I forgot that for a second.
He
I
has
was
a
like,
mega heart and a mega cup and a mega everything.
Wow.
yeah, so how dare you, Pepsi Man? Troll. Read what I said. Oh, okay. Pepsi Girl says, we weren't listening long enough. Pepsi Man says, I'm sarcastic, brother. I didn't watch the whole thing. All right,
Tremendous.
get him watching. But yeah, I mean, there are no winners. But listen, I love that we can just,
Yeah, it's just
This-
thought provoking.
discuss it. And listen, Nico, I hate to be in an echo chamber. That's me personally. I don't want to. You know why? It gets fucking boring if everybody agrees with everything we say. It
Believe me,
really does.
And that's what I'm here to do. I thought provoke, and there's nothing more thought provoking than telling a Trumper that he's
Yeah.
married to an MTF, right?
Or that he is a woman.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine. What if you're right? I don't believe he is a woman, but what if he is? I don't know. I mean, I have my guesses, but everybody should be able to speak their minds. And I fucking mean that. I'm not saying that just to be. I mean what I say, and I say I mean. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here, guys. And let's meet up another time. Oh yeah, Nico, you're not gonna be on tomorrow with us. We're gonna have this guy Ross. He's from America. He is a flat earther and a awakened guy. He has been on some debates, modern day debate, and he was with this asshole. This McToon. Do you know who McToon is? A flat earth, no, a globe earther. He's a real asshole, that guy. White dude. Looks like a fucking geek. Anyways.
Was it Dan the Sign Man? I know Dan the Sign Man. He's annoying as hell.
A Glober named that.
Globa. Yeah, Dan the Sign Man or whatever. Simon Dan tries to debunk all flat earthers, and it's ridiculous.
No, it's this guy. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. This guy.
Okay.
Look at this.
So 9.8 meters per second square. B.
Do you see
RPM
this?
Smash says, have you ever prepared your Wits It Said It bingo card? I have
The
a
white
Wits It
dude-
bingo card, but it's outdated.
The white dude is an asshole Glober, and the black dude is the guy
Oh,
Ross.
that's all right.
And this guy, McToon, he has just decided to mute Ross right here during their debate, like an asshole, because he's hosting it. But he has decided to mute him and talk
This is not
shit.
helping the race war. This is not helping. This is not helping the race war, man. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Ah, what
Not
an
unsee it
ending.
now, right? Let's point it out and show you what we're.
Oh
everyone's
my god.
like,
This needs George Floyd at that piece of shit cop at the corner, man. God,
What a way to end it, right?
needs some fentanyl at the corner, man. Why?
I'm like, didn't even think about it. This white guy is muting this black guy and then talking
Vince-
shit about him.
Vince is full on like doing a CNN report on racism right now, and he doesn't even know it.
That was funny. Yeah. But anyways, so we're gonna have him on tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome.
Talk about stuff. I'm definitely gonna ask him about this scenario here.
ask him if he felt like he was in the middle of a race war.
Yeah.
What did he say? Ask him if.
If he felt like he was in the middle of a race
Ah.
war.
Oh, absolutely. He will think so, I believe. But yeah, we're gonna ask him. But yeah, if you're available and want to join in, you can do that, Nico. But
You
tomorrow.
said that's tomorrow, correct? Okay, yeah. I got some work to do and help some friends out with some stuff, but yeah. I'll be here and trying to come on as much as I can. Super Bowl in a few hours, unbelievable. I just want to get to the center of this business, right? No more
Yeah.
treading around and wondering what and if, but like I want the show to begin, man.
yeah, he can't wait, man. He's has no patience left, man. The patience has run out. The patience has run out. But yeah, if you can and are available, jump in. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we talk later and do another stream about the race war. Okay, not the race war, but Transformers or something.
Yeah, we'll do it. I would love to
Yeah,
talk
I
about
got
race.
good information regarding that. I have decodes for that, so I got lots of different stuff to pull
Okay.
together. Not just exposing these accounts on the platforms, but yeah, it'll
Okay.
be a very interesting discussion. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, then let's do it whenever we can. Let's do it.
Great.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. All right, guys.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Take care. We'll see you.
Peace, folks.
Peace, everybody. Peace
Bye-bye.
out. Peace.